live with some of your favorites. I know Diego's not on camera. Rudy, his loud chair. Scott, his perpetual
not me
himself.
Not me, my loud chair.
As Kershaw takes the field for, like, I guess we're righting a wrong here, but I don't know about you guys. Sure wish I was watching Sandy take this bump, but
yeah, fair. It's I mean
and that's not to say Kershaw hasn't been like the second best pitcher in the National League. It's just
my only thing about it is like nobody's going to appreciate what Sandy's doing as much because he's not out there right now.
True. Yeah.
Otherwise, sure. Give it to Kershaw. I don't really care.
The alternate universe where Sandy has like 10 wins at the All-Star break, though, he's 100% starting this game, which is so heartbreaking.
Yeah. Marlins do better.
Can't disagree. The National League has not won this game since 2012, right? Am I right in that?
That long?
Is it really that long? I mean, I know the AL just dumps on them like regularly.
Yeah, that's a crazy number, right?
Has it been a decade?
The last time I think the National League won was when it was in Kansas City.
Wow.
Which is absurd because I dug up those.
That's how you know there was some. That's how you know there was some bewitcherment going on.
Yeah, for sure. And like Scott, it's really funny because like the Tigers had one All-Star that year. Because like in my head, I was like, "Oh, the Tigers."
2012.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we made the World Series. We only won 88 games.
Yeah, but still, though, even then, like you'd assume that there was maybe some hot starts. Maybe
was it 2012? Was it?
I mean, it was
Verlander, Miggy?
No, it was Miggy.
Yeah,
because that was. I
mean, that was
Triple
Crown.
Yeah, that was the year.
Man, that was our only All-Star in 2012.
I went back and watched because I knew that was the year David Freese got voted an All-Star with the Cardinals, and I was like, oh, I just couldn't remember who the other two were, and it was Matt Holliday and Lance Lynn, and I was like, adds up, seems fair. But yeah,
wow, that is correct. The last time the National League won the All-Star game was an 8-0 victory in 2012.
First pitch of this game is a single to center by Ohtani.
I mean, just sounds like more of the same of AL dominance to start, man. I mean,
yeah, well,
okay,
the National League sucks.
What'd you say?
I said the National League sucks.
So the National League.
I guess. Oh, I'm. I guess Rudy is.
No, Rudy has both.
Both worlds. Yeah.
So the National League won 5-1 in 2011 and 8-0 in 2012. Genuinely, I think from 2011 to 2021, the American League is 7-2. The National League might have a better run differential.
That's so unfortunate. I mean, hey, like.
Well, so it's plus 12 from those two games, and then. Oh no way.
You guys hear the comments by Mr. Aaron before the game? That went viral quick.
Yeah, I mean, how hard is it to just say, hey, I'm just here to play the All-Star game and we'll see what happens. Zero media training. That's all you got to say. Hey, I'm a Yankee today.
Is he gone? Is that what he said?
I can't even give a quote because he literally stood there for 5 seconds in complete silence. He got an absolute softball of there's kids watching that I know were Yankees fans. What do you have to say to them about your future? And he goes, oh, man. Sat there.
Oh,
no.
Clayton.
That's a pickoff.
Yeah,
in the All-Star game.
That's National League Baseball right there.
Oh, man.
Great tag. That's how you do it right there.
Okay, so by the way, to answer my
first.
the 2022 National League MVP, pal.
To answer my query, by the way, the National League is 2-7 since 2011. Their run differential is only -5.
Okay, wow. So it's good because I was going to say I know that it's been a long win streak for the AL, but they don't. I don't think I've ever watched a game, and I've only been like a couple that I've watched where I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is like not even a good game.
I can't believe 2012 we had one all
Is Rafi wearing Nike Cortez cleats? Is that what I'm looking at? Because that's insane. That's insane shoe game if that's what he's rocking.
I like how they're letting him do the custom bats for.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we have this conversation on the All-Star break every year. Like, what is stopping Major League Baseball from just letting them do this year round? Like it.
Old heads.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like it's not even it. There's no competitive advantage. There's no,
Yeah, you'd have to have some guidelines of like, hey, it can't be like super fucking shiny or whatever. But like,
yeah,
there it is.
Exactly.
There's our one.
Oh, yeah.
My fault. I totally didn't even realize I said it. That's on me.
I did not even clock it. I didn't even clock it.
I didn't even, and it came out of my mouth.
True to my word. True to my word.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing is like how, and I don't watch enough hockey to know this off the top of the head, but like how much design can they do on hockey sticks in the NHL?
Oh,
they usually don't do much, but like hockey sticks are way thinner. Like there isn't really any room for creativity on hockey sticks.
I mean, that's just what I'm wondering. Like, I feel like the other sports, there's not really an equivalent. Like, you wouldn't
shoes in the NBA, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's more of just cleats.
Baseball players wear cleats. Like, my argument is, I can see or I can at least entertain the argument that there's no other piece of equipment that you can just put like. Not whatever you want on it, of course, but like that you can personalize to that extent in a professional sport. So,
I mean,
I think it would be cool.
Well, I guess the NHL does have like goalies, like like personalize their pads and their helmets. Like those are all unique to like each individual goalie and not like team or like a base thing or whatever.
And also though,
and those are sick.
We're talking about customization, like we're watching Vlad right here. The top half of his bat has a maroon lacquer, and the bottom half has a brown lacquer. Like why, like that?
I thought you could use those in a normal game, or no?
That's my point. Is though that you can do that. So it's like where the line getting drawn at. Maybe it's like writing on it. That's not. Yeah, I guess like for me to like I get the argument of the color standpoint. Like you said, you can't be rocking a neon bat. But like,
I mean, they do use bright pink on Mother's Day.
That's true, yeah.
But
and light blue on Father's Day.
That was my only other thing is I almost wonder if it would be more of a headache than is worth. Like, the NFL and all the players that get fined by cleats, it seems like it happens like every other week that a guy gets fined for cleats and everyone's like, this is stupid. Like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
The cleats are cool. Like, I feel like it would be a similar thing potentially with baseball where it's just like one more thing to regulate and get annoyed by. And I don't know.
Yes, but in the same way though, like, I don't know, man, if it's game 7 of a World Series, like I'll take a 10K fine to rock an insane bat for that kind of game. Like that, I don't know.
Well, there's also a difference between like what would get you fined, but you could still use it versus what the umpire would literally grab and throw back in the dugout.
That's a good point too.
Like those are I guess they could be two different things, or they could not be, and the baseball could just say no, if anything is outside of these parameters, they're like you're not using it. Or you could do kind of like that, like, hey, you're gonna get fined, but
I mean there's also like
it's not gonna get ripped out of your hand either.
I don't remember who I was reading this story about, but gosh, was it Paul Goldschmidt? I think what Goldschmidt did to start the season is all the bats that he got from Marucci to start the year is like 100 of them or something. He literally like went out to take BP and took about 5 swings with each of them and then sorted them into piles of like, I'm only going to use these for batting practice. I'm only going to use these for like any game situations. And I'm saving these bats for like, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the phrase.
High leverage spots. He literally like by feel alone. And so I guess maybe another counter argument could be of like, are you going to pay to have like every single one of those? Like, it's
probably a couple grand to have a really sick design put on it with the lacquer and having an artist and commissioning them. Like,
Well, you commission the design once, and then you don't have to pay for that again. But
no, I know, but I mean to like yes, but on every single bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Like,
I would think after you've got it, like after you've got the design and you have come up with the way to print it on a bat, I feel like it's not that much. Like the cost of bat 1 versus the cost of bat 10 is so different.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I mean, my other thing is
hopefully there's smart shoppers in bulk purchasing these professional athletes. I'm sure, Mike Trout is, Costco price comparing.
My other question, and I don't think this is a knock on the idea, but I also wonder how many guys would actually care to do it on a daily basis for such a long season. Like
that's a great point too.
I don't know,
But I mean, I can't help but think that the coolest players in the game would do it. Or at the very least, like I watched a video where Nolan Arenado like went through all the cleats that he wears for each game. So it's like pretty subtle the difference between his like home road home alternate cleats, but like there's like a lot of different like the bottom of his cleats have like the Colorado like because he wore like mint and stuff and on his cleats in Colorado. That's like the undersole and stuff because he talked about like that was my color. Like I still wanted to like pay homage to that. So even a guy like Arenado, who's like obviously super fun to watch on the field in terms of his literal play, but is maybe not like a Jazz Chisholm in terms of like accessories that just like make you think he's the coolest person on the planet. He still puts that level of thought into it. So it might be more than we think.
Yeah. Fair.
I think there's layers to it. Do I think Paul Goldschmidt is going to come out tonight with like, flaming dragons on the bat? Absolutely not. But
Paul Goldschmidt's customized bat is just going to be an ash bat.
Yeah, no, Scott. His customization was putting the hockey puck on the end. That's his thing that makes him so different. That, and I'm sure his John 3:16 Bible verse he prints on it too. I'm sure that'll be on there.
Okay, here's one more thought I have, and then I'm done.
Well, I hope you're not. We got like another 3 hours, but
then I'm done with the back conversation because we've been going at it since this game started. How? Like, I feel like the composition of the bat itself from a competitive angle is significant. And I wonder if there would be more concerns with regulating what is in people's bats if you've got these designs on them.
That's also fair. Who did he just hug? Jimenez?
Yeah.
Acuna's like,
please tell me we have.
Acuna's like, finally, I got a decent pitcher throwing to me so I can actually get some hits.
Yes, we have StatCast for this game.
His derby pitcher was throwing absolute frisbees.
Yeah, his derby pitcher was. I saw those in tweets today. It was like Ronald Acuna Jr. Year's derby pitcher, and it was just Mariano Rivera walking out.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Acuna was like, "Yeah, I had a lot of fun, but like, why was Enter Sandman playing the entire time I was hitting? I didn't get that. Like, I didn't pick that song choice." Like Shane McClanahan is having such an underrated year. Like even like internally here at Diamond Dodge, I think we are not talking about this guy enough. What he's been doing is unreal.
I feel like everybody here, like most of the people I've talked to on the site, have him like leader of AL Cy Young at the moment.
No, I know, but just in the same way that it's like, oh man, Sandy went eight innings and 1 earned again. I feel like this dude does the same thing, and it's not a peep.
Yeah, his swing and miss stuff is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, they both play in ugly stadiums in Florida. Like, why are we splitting hairs? Like they should be getting the same amount of love.
Word.
I think there's almost an exhaustion of like, oh, another Rays player is pitching really well that we didn't know that much about. Like,
right,
not even McClanahan's, but it's like, okay, and
that is that's a nice piece of hitting up the middle there for an early National League lead.
Yeah, I guess for Sandy, I feel like it's it's almost like people have heard about this Marlins kind of wave of youth pitching, and it's like, oh yeah,
That's
this
very
is sick.
true.
And here's the guy, like he is doing it this
Mhm.
year. He's heading it up. And then with McClanahan, we have like Ray's pitching excellence exhaustion.
Yeah, it's funny though because he's a traditional starter though. It's not like a Rays pitcher you only see on Pitching Ninja, and it's like, what are his stats on the year? It's like, well, as a opener, he has 34 innings pitched and 3 earned runs, and you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
How many inches of run on his 2-seam? 11. Cool. Yeah, that's like a normal pitch to throw.
Yeah, like that first pitch he just put in there to Manny. That was nasty.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I do say Manny with the shiny gold belt is certainly a good look. I don't know if they're all rocking that or if that's just a choice he made, but it looks very good.
Are there many players in baseball right now that are tied to a stadium like I feel like Manny is tied to Dodger Stadium? Oh, what a play. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Surprised Manny didn't try to spike Vlad there on the way to first base.
Golly. John will appreciate that one.
Well, I'm hopefully he's watching. I'm just gonna see real in all caps in banter in about 8 seconds.
Yeah, facts, real.
Shout out
good
Chad
behind the back in the
while we're
All-Star
talking
game.
about it.
Hell of a play though, man. Golly.
Yeah.
Jimenez is so underrated. I mean, he plays for Cleveland, so I feel like that happens every year. But I'm so glad that he got the start.
He's not underrated in AL Central teams. Let me.
I was gonna say, yeah,
that dude's a pest. Golly,
Scott's
and
like
in the most complimentary way possible.
Scott's like, he is the reason I didn't get my nap in. I had visions of Andres Jimenez robbing us up the middle all afternoon.
He's not nearly high enough on that list yet, but he's on it already.
He's on it already. Who is in the NL Central? Who do you think is, or the AL Central? Would you say is your number one? Keeps you up at night in terms of defender.
Oh my!
And that's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the MVP.
Yeah, he's literally not.
That was 96 down the middle.
Woo! Look at him.
What an absolutely shambolic pitch.
All right, I'm starting the conspiracy theory now. The Rays offered McClanahan double his current contract value to throw this game, so nobody thinks they're cheating.
My goodness, that was electric.
Still waiting for the exit velo on that, but yeah, that was.
I mean, that's just Look at that pimp job by Goldschmidt. Just looking
that was, by the way. I think that was farther than either J Ram or Pujols hit a ball.
Yeah, literally, man.
Anyway,
oh my God, Paul Goldschmidt just smiled. Paul Goldschmidt just smiled on camera. I want to know who did that. Are they going to update the scoreboard in the All-Star game? Because it's definitely not. Is it? Oh no, it is. It is. That was okay. Never mind.
That was a solo. Man, McClanahan just does not have it today or something, or
either that or he heard your comment about the run differential and was like, "Got to make this a ball game."
Yeah,
they heard us talking about it.
Or he's getting exposed by facing real hitters, but then again, his entire division's over 500.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I would give anything for Paul Goldschmidt to drop his classic "I'm just here to do my job" line at the All-Star game, because that would be just so electric. If Ken Rosenthal's trying to get a good clip out of him, and he just goes,
"Okay,
there's in the lineup, put me middle of the order, got a good pitch to hit, and I'm just here to help my team win. Thanks, Ken," and just walk off. All right, dude.
Oh, he kind of did it. He ended that one with, I'm just having fun. It's really just an honor to be here. That's pretty on brand.
Yeah. So we have an exit velocity for the Trey Turner single. We do not have one for the Goldschmidt homer.
I will say this is my favorite part. The part of the All-Star game I was most looking forward to is seeing the brothers go back to back in the order. So I'm hoping
that it happens this inning.
Yeah, I'm hoping Wilson can get on here one way or another.
I was terrified he was about to get rung up on that. So
well, correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, can I propose an idea?
Yep.
You should be allowed to vote for umpire starters in the All-Star game. Like we have scorecard. Like we have.
Well,
and like
then Pat Hoberg should be home plate every single year.
that's what I'm saying. Like you
That's
should
the
be
goat.
allowed. You should be allowed to reward umpires for their excellent coverage of the strike zone and stuff. I think that would be
Pat Hoberg should be captain of the All-Star.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
every
like who
single
would be?
year.
Who's your captain? Who are your two umpire captains? Because you got to have a.
I don't know how
It's
many
Pat
people would
until
vote.
proven otherwise. Literally every year.
I don't know that enough people would vote that you'd be able to like avoid just fluky voting.
That's not so fair.
Oh,
Or you might be like a half pitch ahead of me. I might do a quick.
Yeah, I think I'm in the lead here.
Yeah, I think I'm.
Which quite literally,
Scott
this never happens.
Shocker.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally watching through like cable too. Like I'm just like.
I am watching through FoxSports.com.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
wow! All right, nice recovery, nice pitch.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
Oh wow! Yeah, not bad, eh?
yeah. This was all right.
Absolute knee buckler,
dude.
I love Mookie Betts. Oh,
I do too. He's on the Dodgers. It makes it harder, but
that's the dude right there.
He still finds a way. Man, so a little tough knowing that I'm not going to see Arenado later in the game as well. I have to wait for the inevitable like fourth inning Miles Michaelis inning, I think, to see the next Cardinals player here.
Oh yeah, Arenado opted out.
Yeah, I mean it's funny because I'll be honest, when I was it wasn't
like
funny
I
at
don't
first.
deserve this.
Respect yourself. Second in the national, I believe. No, not even second. No. Yeah, like it's either second or first in Fangraphs WAR for the National League. So shouldn't point that out.
What
he said that he'd been dealing with a lower back injury for multiple weeks, and I looked at the like timeline he gave, and he was hitting like a 370, like 900 OPS clip. So I was like, well, good thing you were in the lineup still there, pal. And then I was like, oh, is he going to go on the IL? Because that is not good for us. We like finally are starting to like get over this weird stretch we're in. And then he was going to hit cleanup on Sunday in DH. So I think he literally just is like, okay, well, I'll just take the time off because this game doesn't matter. So yeah, it was a bit of a relief. But again, sad for now.
So my question about, on the topic kind of all-star replacements and all the dudes that opted out, do they, is everyone that made it and then opted out still considered an all-star as well as everyone that's actually here at the game? Mm-hmm. So are we just increasing in guys that actually get like the sheer number of guys that get an all-star nod every year?
I don't know, because you got to think about the era where there were 2 all-star games a year. Like remember in like the 50s and 60s, they would play 2 all-star games a year. So I don't know if in terms of raw total, the number is higher.
Sure, but if we're comparing today to like the 90s, there's got to be.
I think yes, but I just mean I don't think it's the highest ever, but yes, I do think than in previous decades. I think
it's certainly not. It's better than the Pro Bowl still, where like a third of the NFL is a Pro Bowler every year, because 5 people opt out of every single position, and you end up getting like your 8th choice at quarterback for Pro Bowl. And then they give credit to all the people that said no.
Yeah.
like it's not that, but
they like call a guy. They're like, hey, if we said you were going to be a Pro Bowler, would you play the game?
Yeah.
Yes. And then they're like,
right.
You're a Pro Bowler. It's like,
I mean, that's the same way that like, right. And also, we're talking about, goodness gracious, 138 and a third innings at the All-Star break. Oh my God. I mean, like, it's like one of the few like true, like old head fans in me. Like, I love a good starting pitcher give me a guy that can go 200 innings a year. That is just so like, and what makes Sandy different in terms of that inning is that like, he's just so efficient. Like I feel like he's like such a perfect bridge for maybe a more old school baseball fan that really digs the, a starting pitcher going into the 7th
Woo!
and 8th. Oh goodness, sit down.
Sandy's unreal, man.
That was sick.
It's just like not hard. He just did that on 4 pitches. Like that's what I'm talking about. He's so like razor efficient that it's just you cannot turn your head away.
Oh yeah. So here's a good bit, and you guys, you may have seen the tweet already. You may not have. Do you know who the last pitcher to get a pickoff in the All-Star game was before Kershaw tonight?
Your
good friend Carlos Zambrano.
Yes, sir.
Wait, was I right? It's Carlos
Carson
Zambrano.
actually got it.
Let's go.
It was Zambrano.
It was Zebo in 2008.
Big Z.
That's the dog.
Chicago Dogs legend, Rudy. Carlos Zambrano, man.
Favorite of the broadcast. I don't know if I'll say friend. We'd love for him to be a friend of the
I
broadcast.
could say friend
but
if he wants to be a friend of the broadcast. I
love that, man.
Exactly. Like I think the roadblock to him being a friend of the broadcast is us having any indication whatsoever that he even knows we exist.
Well, no, we can just say it then. Because worst case scenario is that he tells us we're wrong and that's free exposure. So
yeah.
I'll call him a friend.
I'm trying to think.
Dude, Sandy just seven pitches, 2 Ks. Like,
yeah,
God.
he's so good, dude. He
pumped it all.
Oh my gosh, that ump cam of him buckling Judge was absurd.
Oh, the ump cam's so sick. Oh yeah, that's nasty.
Lord.
I think I'm trying to think. Zebo might be my favorite Cub of all time. I'm trying to think. I'm doing the rounds in my head. He might be. Honestly, it's either him or Alfonso. I think, man. I think it's a 2-horse race there,
or just guys that have played for the Cubs.
I would say in your life, like I don't know. Do you have a favorite player for other franchises that didn't were not even alive for his career? I feel like
no. The name that I'm gonna mention is Chicago Cubs legend Jim Edmonds. That's what I was thinking about for Fair. Scott, because I know Scott is a Jim Edmonds fan hopefully as just a player because he reeks on the mic.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I'm not like a diehard Jim Edmonds broadcaster fan. No,
I don't think those exist. I don't think that's.
I would hope not.
I'm going to plug a Twitter account real quick. If you guys want just like a nice saunter down the things that come out of his mouth, go to, I believe it's just Jim Edmonds Isms on Twitter. It is a phenomenal account. They once kept track of how long he went uninterrupted without speaking. And it was, I believe, 1 minute 58 on a 2-person TV broadcast, which is as the color commentator, hard to do.
Yeah. 13 pitches, 2 Ks, and really a not at all threatening grounder to first.
My buddy, we haven't texted all day, and he just sent me a text right now that just says he's so amazing, and I know exactly that he's talking about him.
Yeah. My goodness. So yeah, outside of the Rudy, I assume that was the thing you were most looking forward to as well from the All-Star game is the Contreras boys.
Yeah, and I didn't realize they put them back to back in the lineup. Although
that's what made it my favorite moment for me, because obviously it's like the guys on my own team. But when I saw it was the 2 brothers, like I was like, all right. I'm like,
and of course it ended up getting split between innings.
Yeah,
we cannot have anything good.
Scott, what about you though? Is there a certain player that you're really happy? I mean, obviously, like outside of just, your Mr. Gregory Soto, but is there, a player combo, something like that you're looking for?
I mean, like obviously, Miggy is.
Oh yeah, for sure, of course.
Like obviously, probably the biggest one. But as far as strictly players, probably Miggy. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think my favorite part of this weekend of this game is the fact that Willie Horton is an honorary coach.
All right.
I think that's that's awesome. Like he was on the field and like got introduced and
All right.
it like, tip like got to tip his cap and like got like the jersey and everything. Like Willie Horton getting national recognition in 2022 is beyond awesome. So that's
All right. That's a good answer.
like on the field, off the field, like one of the greatest people in Detroit sports history. So
Benny in the chat says, "I want to see Albert hit a home run." You
now this
don't.
is a dilemma because
I'll get kicked off broadcast.
this is a dilemma because Benny supports a lot of the stuff I do, and I appreciate Benny as a human being very much.
No.
Because he's a follower of mine and supports a lot of the content I make, and I greatly appreciate him. But
Scott, be polite.
I'm not.
Polite,
I don't know how I feel about the Albert Homer take.
Benny, if you'd like to become a follower of mine, you can guarantee I'll back that. I want Albert hitting a home run too tonight. So.
He's Benny is a diehard Notre Dame football fan. So
never mind, Benny. Sorry.
I mean, like I'm U of M and I still appreciate him, so you can get over it. But.
All right, so
I mean, if they join a football conference,
he said, "Scott, come on, it's his last All-Star game." Man, he hit 20 or 30 or whatever last night. He's at enough.
Yeah, what round did he hit 20 in exactly?
None of them actually.
No, actually, I believe it was the first round. Is the round?
No, he had a swing off added on to the end of his.
But the swing on was a part of what round of the Derby? What round was the swing off a part of?
The swing off is not an official round. That's
so
only something that
if a game goes into
goes
into overtime, they didn't. If a guy gets
not even remotely close to the same thing.
Scott. Red Wings and the Bruins are playing a game, okay?
This is not the same thing.
Hold on, I'm just asking for just for my own clarification, just for it as an example's sake. Okay? Right? We've established that. Oscar Sundqvist, all right, it's 2-2 in overtime. He's got the first two of the night. Puts the third one back of the net. How many goals did Oscar Sundqvist have in the game?
What, 3? Is that what you said? 3.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to know. Because it doesn't matter that the overtime got added, even though a hockey game is supposed to only be 3 periods. There's an allotted extra time that's still a part of that that you can score in.
Thank you. Did you see that slur from Manoah right then?
That was disgusting.
Insanity. Oh, he's talking? He's mic'd up while he's pitching?
Oh. That's funny.
His movement is insane, dude.
His rise to the Jays system is crazy.
He's a tank.
It was like we're talking about what, like a 12-month period where he was like on my radar to like him throwing sub-3 ERA ball. Oh, Lord in heaven, sit down.
And he's painting for a strikeout.
Love to see it.
I was going to say maybe my favorite thing about the Contreras brothers, and I like that they just did not even try to differentiate them, is that you can't, like, if you're trying to write their names separately, you cannot unless you literally write their full names. Like, you can't put Contreras, you can't put W. Contreras, you can't put Will Contreras.
Yeah, that's great. 6'6", 260. My goodness.
That's a big man.
I like how they're like asking this dude questions mid windup.
They need to. Do you guys think they'll ever put do you guys think they'll ever mic Liam Hendricks up ever again? Because that was an electric moment. When the second they announced he was mic'd up, I was like, surely they know that he will drop multiple F-bombs on live television.
Now, I know it's not really like it doesn't make a difference anymore now that the DH is universal, but it's got to be like super ironic, really, that Jock Peterson has made it this far in his career playing only for National League teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, though, like the reason they hung around the Dodgers so long is like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's a phenomenal postseason hitter. And like, if you're a team that's going to the playoffs every year, like regardless of how good or bad his regular season is, it's like a guy that if it's an elimination game or if it's a situation where you need a defense, like quote unquote defensive sub to get his bat in the lineup, that you can feel confident in doing it. And then that's why the Cubs gave him an offer, because it's like, well, we think we're going to have postseason aspirations, and we want a guy like that to get ABs.
Yeah, they also just wanted a cheaper Kyle Schwarber because the Ricketts family is cheap.
It's okay. We wanted a cheaper Jock Peterson, so we signed Corey Dickerson this offseason. So I actually will push back on that a little bit, only because like I've seen Cardinals fans complain about it, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jock, like based on the pedigree of player, had like a pretty had a claim to a near to everyday starting role, and like the Cardinals were clearly shopping for a fourth outfielder.
Well,
so,
that's the thing about Peterson is like, I don't know, he's worked himself into the point where you got to let him be a regular for the moment,
or at least a heavy platoon, because he no lefties.
Yeah, it's definitely like, when he signed for the Cubs, it's like, okay, he's signing here. Like, the reason he picked the Cubs, or a lot of it, is because he knows he can just force them to play him every day, and not every team would be willing to do that. Rightfully so.
As Manoah just goes up the ladder, we are starting to see
a fool.
The pitching came out to play. We got a couple hot start from the National League, and then nothing since.
It's so funny that he's.
It's a nice snag by the catcher. I think he tipped that.
Yeah, he did tip it. It's a good snag there. Who's behind the dish?
Maldonado. No, Kirk. No, he's DH. Maldonado.
It's not Maldi. Didn't look like him at all.
Trevino for the Yankees, maybe. I don't know. The gear, I can't read the. Jeff McNeil. What a guy. Look at that shift.
Look at him choke up.
Ooh, and he swings right through 95 on the
inside. You could fit a child's hand at the bottom of at like the bottom of the bat.
Dude, oh my gosh, you could. I think you could fit one of his hands at the bottom of the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I say it every time that I see this man on screen. I'm on camera, but Jeff McNeil just absolutely stinks of future Cardinal. Like it's so disgustingly obvious.
Oh, what a pitch, man.
Yeah, that was foul. I think it is Kirk at catcher, by the way.
It kind of looks like him.
Oh, it is Kirk, yeah.
Oof.
Ow.
It's so funny having the active pitcher mic'd up. Oh, he hit him. What a crazy slurve, though, man.
Yeah, I'm sure Mets Twitter is going to.
Can you guys
that
hear
was
him?
Intentional. I mean,
he just got in the set, and before he pitched, went by you. Here we go.
No, I don't have any audio.
Yeah, you know what? The fact he hit him makes that even funnier.
I know. So funny.
Oh,
then after he got hit, after he hit him, he said, "Front hip, don't flinch." So funny.
Acuna really is rocking a sub 800 OPS.
Has he not been that good over the last couple weeks? Because I feel like he was really on a tear when he started.
Right. That's what I thought. It's hilarious how even for the All-Star game, the stands aren't all the way full yet because of the LA traffic. That is a remarkable shot they just showed of the stadium not being 100% full because everyone is still late.
Does the All-Star game typically fill up, though? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
I mean, because you buy tickets to like they do BPs, they do the interviews. There's like they have all
Yeah.
that like it's one of those things where like if we were going to this, we'd have been there probably since. I mean, it's like what 6 p.m. there. We probably would have been there for 3-4 hours at the stadium, just like chilling.
Marlins guy behind home plate, by the way.
Fire.
He always finds a way.
That's right.
He's always everywhere, man.
Death, taxes, the Christmas tree at Scott's house, and Marlins. Man,
Marlins.
Can't wait to not forget his existence for the next 4 months, then see him again in the World Series.
Yeah.
Not a big,
He's taking a phone call. He doesn't even care.
Yeah, this is like his 8th All-Star game. Like, well, whatever.
Hell of an inning from Manoah. Nobody even put a ball in play.
Yeah. He pointed to the crowd and said, "Let's go." He's so funny.
No, everyone talk about funny quotes. How about Dusty Baker saying, "I've never seen Shane McClanahan pitch despite literally facing him in like multiple playoff series." That was just
he was
a
out of the
phenomenal
pen then,
quote.
so like
I know, but like still hilarious.
no,
to
it's
be
still
like,
hilarious that he said that when he literally has managed against him.
Yeah.
and not like regular season and like the postseason, where like you would think he's like doing the research to like know the bullpen, know the rotation, like. That's like how you make your lineup card. And he's just like, no, I think I'll have Michael Brantley hit leadoff again. Oh, are we getting an ad for the Field of Dreams games? Probably because it's sold out yet because no one wants to go.
August 11th?
It's August 11th. Oh,
like,
goodness.
it's going to suck. Like, Luis Castillo is going to get traded. Wilson Contreras is going to be traded. Like, it's going to be like, come watch the Field of Dreams game. You can watch Tommy Pham face off against Alfonso Rivas and the Chicago Cubs, and it's like,
yeah,
ooh, cool.
Dude, if they genuinely market Tommy Pham,
I mean, they'll market Votto because he's like name brand, but like
we'll slap the fun into the game.
Yeah,
my fault.
Watch Tommy Pham knife this ball into left field for a base hit.
All right, that's aggressive.
My bad.
Oh, Lou Whitaker, baby.
Someone's definitely accidentally said that though during a game he's in. Like that is a baseball phrase. I will, What is happening? Oh my God. One of my friends who's a more casual baseball fan was texting me about the ump cam and says, "Not gonna lie, this makes it look easier." Liar. You are a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, watching 95 up and in, yeah, it looks easier when you see the first person view, Maybe he was referring to catching, but like you're still lying to yourself if you think that makes it look easier. Goldschmidt is the first Cardinals player to homer in the All-Star game since Yadier Molina in 2017. Is that the year he wore the like all gold catcher's gear in Miami? Was that 2017?
2017 was in Miami, yeah.
I think that was
Stanton Derby too.
It was like an insane visual because it was when they still had the neon green backstop with the fish tank plus Yachty in like all gold catching gear, and I was just like,
visual overload.
I love the fish tank so much.
If it wasn't like dangerous for the animals, I say bring it back, but
Sick.
Joe Musgrove wearing, I believe, his regular Padres belt.
Oh, there you go. This is currently the biggest lead the National League has had since their last victory. So,
why are we putting?
Dude, I just have not paid attention. Like, I feel like I've heard nothing about the Padres this year.
Oh my God, they didn't have a third base coach. That is so good.
That is funny. Aside from like Hosmer starting on a tear and Machado being really good, I feel like I've heard zero about the Padres since the season actually started.
Well, their human highlight reel has been out the entire year, which makes it you're not seeing you know, you're not seeing Tatis jump 8,000 feet in the air to rob a line drive every week.
Oh, now we're miking up
Kermit the
Garrett
Frog.
Cole and Max Fried.
Max, I would give Max Fried my firstborn child if he asks Garrett Cole about sticky stuff right now. like, just like, all right, it's been like a year, dude. Like, answer honestly. Like, did you use it? Well. Oh, goodness gracious.
That was ridiculous,
Oh,
bitch.
my God.
Golly.
So while they've got a Yankees and Braves pitcher up talking right now,
Mhm.
I feel like for me, the only World Series matchup I would be particularly excited about if the Yankees are in is if it's Yankees Braves and it's like a harken back to the mid late 90s, you know?
Yes, because I would not have a huge issue rooting for the Braves. Like, I guess I could back that. Yes. Like, if
That would
the
also be
Yan-
wild if these. I mean, like, I guess that, you know, it's a good team, a well constructed team, but it'd be wild if these Braves are the first team since the 90s Yankees to win multiple, like, consecutive World Series.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The World Series just feels both leagues feel very wide open, which I'm very thankful for. Like that, I will.
Yeah,
say.
I'd agree.
Like I'm not. I know that there are some teams that are off this. You know, the Yankees got off to that cracker of a start, but it's just kind of like I don't know. Like there's a part of me that's just like, do I like see them as like the clear cut? I'm like, not really.
Hey, I mean, if OOTP teaches you anything, it's you can finish with however many wins you
Oh
want.
my
You still got to
God,
play
yeah.
a division series.
Yeah, you'll still lose in 4 games in the DS. The team with 86 wins. Wow, that
Sounds
bat
like
got broke
06.
so cleanly in half. I'm flattered you think we won 86 games that year.
My point. Thank you.
I mean, to be clear, we missed Pujols for a month, and that team the 2 years before had won like 100 games a pop. So it's not like we were some like scrappy team. Like we had prime Roland, prime Edmonds, prime Pujols, prime Chris Carpenter.
One player definitely can account for like 18 wins. That's a good call.
I mean, it can account for like 8
It's
or
almost
9.
it's almost as many wins as a good manager, you know.
Almost.
A manager like Terry Francona.
Terry Francona is worth at least 20. All-time Peter screenshot.
Like, are these guys friends? Like, why did they pick these two? You know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Look, is it like I don't think Freed went to UCLA. It's not like they went to college, or you know, at least the same college. Scott, fellow Big Ten powerhouse, UCLA.
Noted Big Ten.
Unreal. That's gonna be so weird.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, to be clear, like, gonna do wonders for the baseball clout of our conference. Just like on name brand, like USC is not even good anymore, but like they used to be. So like, cool. Plus, like, I don't know, Big Ten West. I'll take a free win against UCLA every year. Like, I'll trade that. I know you don't get to reap the benefits, but I mean, I'm gonna enjoy blowing out. Is it still Chip Kelly? Is he still employed by that university?
Shit, with who?
USC?
UCLA. No, UCLA.
Oh,
UCLA.
UCLA. I was gonna say
Yeah.
USC's Lincoln Riley now. Yeah.
No, yeah, they're actually maybe
I
gonna
genuinely
be
don't
good.
remember.
I don't think he's gotten fired, which is nuts. If I'm remembering correctly.
I've never come around on an idea as fast and hard as I did on miking up Alek Manoah. I hated it at first, and by the end, I believe it deserves an Emmy.
Benny in the chat asked what
my buddy
college...
texted me the same thing. He literally texted me and said, wait, they're actually talking to the active pitcher. What is happening? And then like 5 minutes later, he said, that's actually amazing. Sorry for doubting you, Fox.
I wonder if they're gonna do it again.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
mean, I want to get to a I want to get to a point
Benny,
where they can-
Carson's college team is Iowa State.
that is not true. Oh, good heavens, no. Oh, Scott, like some things we don't joke about on or off camera, and that crossing a line. That is,
Yeah, dude. Who would root for Iowa State?
I mean, if you root for that loser organization, I have no. I mean, like, get a grip. Benny, I am in grad school at the University of Iowa. It is also where I went to undergrad. I am a through and through Iowa Hawkeye fan. Growing up, I was a University of Illinois fan. That's where a lot of my family went. You know, back D. Brown, in my opinion, the greatest college basketball player of all time.
That is insane thing that just came out of your mouth.
I mean, all right, we know that I'm
goodness
joking
gracious.
All right, we know that I'm joking when I say
yes, that's a hooper. Don't get me wrong. That's a certified hooper. Don't get me. That's a legend. But like, golly.
I love D Brown with all my heart. But yeah, Iowa Hawkeye fan to stay.
Tough performance by Judge this evening. He was mic'd up during the at bat, I think.
He was, yeah.
But I think that's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks for him.
Benny in the chat said who would willingly root for Iowa State? Rudy would. That is who would willingly
Garrett says, I gotta think farmers with no Wi-Fi.
That is Iowa State all the way. That is 100%.
I do support Iowa State. This is true. I thought it might change when I went to college, but then I went to a college that barely has sports and does not even have a football team. So we ride.
That's yeah. Do you know the difference between culture and agriculture in Iowa?
No.
130 miles. That's bam.
They're so bad these days that it's not even like fun to make fun of them because they're absolutely a joke of an organization now. But back like when they were decent, we always used to do you know what the N on the Nebraska helmet stands for?
Not gonna
Knowledge.
Oh my god, man. While now that Scott's brought up Nebraska, I do not care about. They were the greatest 3-9 team ever. They still won 3 games. They are choke artists, and Scott Frost is bad at his job.
Their collapse over the last 20 years is embarrassing.
Yeah, they literally went from like it's. I don't think we've ever seen anything like it. Like they like people. Maybe younger generation or just like whatever, but like people forget that Nebraska was quite literally like the definition of a blue blood. They were like the premier, like one of the single digit premier college programs in the entire country, and now are just absolutely completely irrelevant.
I mean, it's shambolic to hop on Twitter because Iowa, the University of Iowa is very much I would say like B+ in the college football landscape. Like can definitely surprise you with a good season, but like, usually is ranked at the end of the year. We go to a nice bowl game, if we upset a top like 10 team at home, like we have a nice signature win, good rivals, like
and then you go to the Outback Bowl.
Yeah, and then we win the Outback Bowl, and it's like, all right, what a year. Like we finished the year ranked 16. Nice job, guys. Let's do it all over again. One of our O-lineman prospects magically drops 10 places in the draft and then becomes an all-pro for a decade. Who could have saw it coming? It's Nebraska fans will like take shots at Iowa now. And I'm like, how far you have fallen? You have like 10 national championships and you're like clinging to the fact that you have the all-time series lead against us. They haven't beat us in 7 years, and they're still bringing up shit from when like we were all born. It is embarrassing.
And you guys weren't even in the same conference.
We weren't even in the same conference. It's like, and also maybe it's because I'm like actually not from like Iowa or like from an agricultural background, but like their chirp is like, well, our corn is better than yours. And I'm like, really? I'm like, oh God.
The closest thing Iowa and Nebraska have to a rivalry is which state is more boring to drive through.
It's Nebraska, though. It's for
It
sure
is Nebraska.
It is. I will give them that. They own that aspect of the rivalry.
It's got to be tops in the United States.
I was going to say, it might be number one. It might be the most boring state because
I don't know. I've never driven across Montana, but I can imagine it's at least a little more scenic. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can stop and go.
Montana's beautiful.
Big sky country, man. Come on. Like you gotta acknowledge.
I've never driven across North Dakota.
Framber is in the game.
They have like the Blackfoot Hills. They've got some gorgeous scenery. Like they've got mountains. Anything north of Nebraska has mountains. Anything west of Nebraska has mountains. Iowa at the very least, like there's a couple, like the state capital's okay.
I was gonna say you also go through Des Moines.
Like Ames does have a nice campus. I will definitely give Iowa State that. Like Iowa City is a city of literature, and it's got, and then you hit Illinois, and I'm like, yeah, like clear. Like it's worse. Nebraska is just its own mecca of shit.
Now I gotta say, Nebraska gets credit for being as long as it takes to drive through it. Indiana is not the most exciting drive itself.
That is also fair. First Yankee outfield duo to start since '88 with Dave Winfield and Ricky Henderson. That is a stat.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, it's not whoa.
Yeah, I'm so sure the 82 mile per hour.
He turned around and
I know, yeah, him staring him down was so funny. Just give him his mean mugging him for like 5 seconds. That's pretty good.
I love Juan Soto.
Benny Carson, can your Hawkeyes do me a favor? If it's win the Big Ten West to then lose to lose to Michigan or Ohio State in the Big Ten championship this year, you sure bet, pal, because that's exactly what's going to happen. So you're welcome if that's what you're looking for. Oh, we do get Michigan at Kinnick, and I will be sending Scott copious footage if I get to rush the field. But if that doesn't happen, I will turn my phone off for a good 72 hours. There's really no in between there. Also, like kick the shit up. I'm sorry. Like if we do win, that's gonna be like a 12-10 game. Like it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like watching somebody slip on a banana peel for 4 hours.
Did Soto start or was he just subbed in?
I believe that he was a sub. Because you got to remember, he was rocking like a OPS barely at 800 until like June 15th. And then he said, what if I hit like 15 home runs?
Also, oh no, he was only OPSing 800.
Yeah, I know.
Started at in the third spot for the AL hitting. So
when voting started, I'm pretty sure TA was rocking like an 875 OPS, and then he got hurt. Remember, he had that like. The third base vote for the National League was crazy close. Like it was like 50-50 all the way down until like the very end of voting.
I don't think I voted this year.
Wow. I mean, as long as you vote in like real elections, you're fine. But
I only vote when my teams are good, as do the rest of the fans of my teams.
You know, for everyone talking about how much better Manny has been as a hitter this year than Arenado.
You disgust me.
Arenado's OPS on the year is literally only 5 points lower than Manny's.
Machado, I will say, like maybe he wasn't making it either time, but he has had negative hustle on both of his groundouts. He has literally taken a little trot to first base both times.
Have you guys applied to be Freddie Freeman's agent yet? I'm gonna send in my resume any day now.
That is not a job I want.
Well, I mean, Spec, how do you feel about Atlanta-based companies? He's like, I love them. Great.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep things all Atlanta. How's that?
Somebody tweeted and said, this is the first time Sandy hasn't pitched at least 7+ innings since May 6th.
Oh, my God. You know he could, too.
That's absolutely insane.
That's absurd, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's way late to actually popping on the screen, but there he is.
I know, there we go.
How's it going, man?
What's up, gentlemen? I'm late, but I'm here.
He's
The
here.
Los Angeles.
Oh.
Well, that we won't be seeing that anymore in a couple
We're
years.
shifting in the All-Star game?
Yeah, let's grow
Of
up.
course
That
we are.
sucks. That sucks so hard.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Are you shocked they're shifting the All-Star game? Because I'm not.
I guess not.
I'm a
but
little
I,
shocked they're
I
shifting
a
the
little
All-Star
bit.
game only
Yeah.
because like they won't let everyone wants to do well, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. But the managers also want to do well, so
I'm not trying to watch it. I'm not trying to watch, you know.
No, I would say nobody cares how the manager ends up in the All-Star game because
Yeah.
there's literally, aside from deciding whether to shift, there's literally like a tried and true format of how to manage the All-Star game. There's no actual thought that goes into it.
that's fair. That's fair. I get it.
Go through the lineup of starters for like 4 innings. Rotate a pitcher every inning. Rotate position players as they come up to hit. Done.
Yeah. That's you're wrong. But I literally have seen none of like anything so far. I think it was unfortunately Paul Goldschmidt that gave us the
Okay.
lead.
I
You know?
mean, no, actually, he didn't give us the lead. He extended the lead with a absolute rocket to left center. Well, left field, but yeah. Mookie hit like a base hit up the middle to score Acuna, and then double play, and then Goldie said, "Knock me down, hello, and take a trot." And is
Gotcha.
one of the best home run calls I've ever heard in my life.
This is your fault, Carson.
Okay.
Don't want to hear it.
All right, what?
Okay.
It's a good play.
How's that on me? What part of this is
I
on
didn't
me?
play it.
You're rooting. It's my fault the National League is winning. Like, how is that?
I didn't play it.
None of us played it. I don't know who you're yelling
Peyton,
at.
I'm pretty sure it's Peyton.
This is why Aaron Judge isn't re-signing. Then you can play that clip. Then you can play the clip where you can blame me for that. When he,
This is your fault, Carson. Don't want to hear it.
there it is.
There you
Was
go.
that because Pujols homered? Because it was like a
remember.
2-run game and he hit like a solo shot, and I was like, all right, like best possible outcome for us. The Giants get a win. I got to watch Pujols homer, and you're
I
like,
think
no,
so.
I don't. I think you're like, no, I still don't care. I didn't want the Dodgers to have any success, and I was like, valid.
Yeah, that's
but
probably it.
I think that's what the story that was.
No, yeah, that's probably right.
Benny in chat, you are correct. We did whoop Ohio State real good the last time we played them, and like COVID got us to like skip when we played them. And I have a couple
Wow.
friends that went to Ohio State, so I've been really able to ride the coattails of that 30-point win for about 5 years now. But
There are a
There's,
lot of new clips on here.
where are
I'm
you
looking
looking
at
at?
them. You don't have the access, bud.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think
All
you
right,
have the
fine.
facilities for that, big man.
That's literally. I literally just got "You're not that guy," pal. I was asking a genuine question. I just got told I wasn't that guy.
Bro,
Yeah, no.
Gonflin's numbers are ridiculous.
They're
It makes
nutty,
me
dude.
sick.
His whip is like otherworldly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that 3.6 second half ERA, but
Okay,
Yeah,
his
wait
ERA in
for
the year would
us.
still be like 2.4.
Yeah.
I know. He's having a nice.
Waiting for that
year,
second
but
half ERA of 17. No.
That I would like. Oh, that's foul ball.
Oh wow.
It looked good off the bat, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these unis, though. I don't think I like them very
I do.
I don't like
like
the
the-
whites.
You.
Oh,
do
really?
or
I like
don't?
the dark ones better.
No, I don't like the whites. Do
Oh,
not
okay.
like whites.
Yeah,
Carson,
those-
No. That quote was about to go away that I did not want it to go.
I don't like the white uniforms the National League. is currently
Correct.
wearing.
Yes, I would. I like the white uniforms. I also like the dark uniforms. I enjoy both.
I like
I like the
dark unis
helmets a lot.
better.
I will say the helmets I think are very cool. I like it, the little minimalist, but I don't know.
I still don't like the hats because they're trucker hats more than
Correct.
The netting,
yes.
yeah. I mean, dads are gonna go crazy on MLBshop.com buying them. So I guess
Oh, absolutely.
You know, we're trying to push merch here, so
Yeah.
no, we're trying to push merch. Speaking of merch, you can find some merch for us at Diamond Digest if you head to our website.
Got some good things. I don't think have we added anything recently? I don't know if we have.
We've got
working
some
on
stuff in the works. I can say
We're
that,
trying to get the
but-
Comerica thing through.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna like drop it, but yeah.
Well, they don't
I
know what
was
that
trying-
means. The general people I don't think they know what that means.
True.
What is the
Is that a
status on
pitch?
that, by the
Is that
way?
a pitch? Have you always had that Pitch Perfect poster, Diego?
Yes, I've had it for all season.
Huh.
It's right there.
Is Juan
I guess
Soto
I'm
in
just
center?
I'm just used to seeing the flag. Like I think my brain just goes to that over, you know, like sightline wise.
No, that's fair.
Is Juan Soto in center field?
Is he really?
Appears to be that way.
Is he?
Snitker's gonna play him at all three outfield spots so we can showcase him to get him out of the division. He's like, no, look, he can play first base too. Like you can put him anywhere.
He
Just
can play
get him
second.
off this. Yeah, just get him off this team. I can, you know.
He
I
can
have to
actually
play
catch
20
too.
Yeah. Heard he's got 93 on his four seam, but that's just, you know,
Just rumors. Just rumors.
just rumors.
No, it's. They just showed the ump cam. Whoa. Just put that on.
That is
April.
Juan Soto.
Yeah, Juan Soto is in center. Look at Vladdy, man. Big fan.
I'm a enormous Vlad Guerrero fan.
All the way to the track there. I am behind, I'm pretty sure.
Do we think that I think we talked about this before. What are we putting Mr. Giancarlo Stanton's like Hall of Fame odds? Not today, but just like for his career.
I think he makes it.
I think he does too.
Got a good shot. Unless
He's
he
got an
regresses.
MVP. Does he still have a shot at 500 homers?
I think just because of the amount of years on his deal, like he'll
Because
play
he was
enough.
pounding them in his 20s.
Let's find out. Carlos Stanton currently sits at 371 home runs.
Face,
So,
man.
like, there's a good he gets to 500. Like, he only has to hit 30 a year for the next, like, 4
Oh
years.
my
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
Okay, that ball is
Oh my lord!
tanked.
Holy
Eat shit, Tony Gonsolin.
And just like that, the National League lost their biggest lead in a decade.
Of course it was the Dodgers'
Oh
fault.
my.
Deloaded?
Swing and a drive. Oh, baby.
No!
That ball went
Projected
further than
distance.
anything Albert Pujols did in the Derby.
Yep.
Comfortably.
Okay,
It
all
wasn't
right,
even
let's-
close.
Let's not act like
Look at
457 and 112 is a wall
Look at the,
scraper. That thing, look at his
look at the expression on
forearms.
his face.
Yeah. Oh my God, his forearms.
He's so huge, man.
Man, that's an absolute bomb. My God. The ump cam on that home run? Just not even looking in the general direction of the ball.
Jesus Christ, man.
That was nuts.
Absolutely
God.
demolished.
That arm sleeve is going incredibly hard as well.
Nothing
That's
like
incredible.
the immediate reaction in chat was "Holy Mother of God" and "Good Lord" in about a second and a half span. So, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my goodness. Tony Gonsolin trash doesn't deserve to be here, obviously. Just kidding. That was Clayton Kershaw. I'm still upset Kershaw started this game. I didn't even get to see the beginning of the game.
You preach to the choir. Don't worry.
Did This Week in Base? I don't know if did This Week in Baseball come out today for this week or no. I don't think it dropped today. When it does inevitably drop.
I got told that I specifically need to watch it, which means I either
Yeah.
got slewed horrifically or somebody had
You
my
didn't.
back on something.
Oh, back to
no
back.
chance.
Oh,
How did he
Gonsolin!
hit that?
Why
That is
How did he
right.
hit
so
that?
bad?
How did he hit that?
Byron Buxton's goated, though. Let's talk about that.
Diego, I'm calling that mattress action right there. That ball
112
That's a
and
match
108
attack.
on consecutive pitches for exit velocity.
And the AL.
Let me see that.
My
man.
God.
Wow. That was a
Tony
heck of a
Gonsolin,
swing.
why are you awful?
Oh my.
Why do you
Look
suck?
how
National
high that
League
ball
Kenon
is. It's at
hang.
his neck.
Man, that's insane.
He laughed.
Good for
He
Byron
laughed.
Buxton, though. Good for Byron Buxton. I'm happy for him.
Dude, that was crazy.
That was a disgusting bomb, dude. That was a disgusting home run. That ball
Oh, I
was at
cannot
his
wait
neck.
for this 95 exit velo ground ball to squeak through the hole in between third and short right now. I cannot wait for it.
Scott, are you jaded at all by Tim Anderson, or you sound a
Oh,
little?
I
you sound
love him
little
as a
jaded.
human being. I can't stand him as a baseball player.
Babbitt Merchant.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's like, what are we on? Year 5, year 6 of him doing it like that?
Yeah. I don't know
Like,
if
is it a
Babbitt
merchant
Merchant
anymore, or is that just
consistently
his
finding the
trade?
holes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, at a certain, how many years does a guy have to have a Babbitt like that before I'm like, sustained?
Interviewing Giancarlo and Buxton after they go back to back.
Byron saying, yeah, I mean, when you put a sorry ass pitcher on the mound like Gonsolin, he just does the Richard Sherman speech.
Like Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the result you're gonna get. That's one of the greatest clips of all time.
I wonder if Giants Twitter is just roasting the hell out of Gonsolin right now. I hope they are. Let me see. Yep.
Scott, how would you feel if this game is tied after 9?
Bro,
How?
God is a prophet.
Oh my goodness, dude. Scott, how would you
So
feel
ridiculous.
about Miggy versus Pujols in the swing off to decide the
They already
All-Star?
announced the
Well, I mean,
hitters if they're going to do that.
Yeah, that's not going to be. It's not going to
Well,
happen. But I'd love it.
they could
Obviously.
change it on the fly. You never know.
I mean, maybe, but
It's almost
Josh.
like that's all he does every single game for his entire career.
I
It's
mean,
almost like
and-
that.
it's got a
and we-
310 average.
I would say we are watching him start the All-Star game at a premier position. So
Yeah, but starting the All-Star game means
Yeah.
nothing as a position player.
He has 97 errors, and it's all singles that go right there, or walk-off homers in Comerica Park. That's like his thing.
Those
I
are the
mean-
2 things he can do.
Hey, guess
I
what
mean-
the exit velocity was on that Tim Anderson single?
94.8.
Well, what'd
90
Scott say?
95.9, but
Oh,
Uh,
Scott said 95. I mean,
yeah,
Scott,
I give it to him.
can you at least take solace in the fact that Tim Anderson has more career reference award than Ryan Howard? Like, he has managed to do that despite
Yeah, who
playing-
doesn't?
I just that's what I'm saying. That's actually crazy. How many career games did Ryan Howard play?
too many.
Yeah, accurate. Guy like me isn't rolling over a ground ball to Pujols to lose a playoff series. He played 1,500. So he played twice as many games as Tim Anderson. That is crazy. Scott, I will say on your seeing your B reel yesterday of your POV for a broadcast was phenomenal. Like, I'd never seen, like, we've spent countless hours seeing this view of each other. So to see like what you're looking at every week, I was like, it's nice. It's a peek behind the process.
This is not where I record like my shows.
Right.
This is just where my TV is, so I have to like move some stuff around to for Sunday Night Baseball to do it out here. But yeah,
Well, there you go. Today, be real on stream went hard. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gotta
Big
cut
fan.
they gotta cut that out in the morning. It's like I'm like just getting to work. I feel like
I
dog
was
shit. It's like don't hit me with that.
I didn't do it till I got to work I get like 11:30 today.
I saw a great one where it was like, it's time to be real, and it's a shot of Midsummer where she's like the like bear and everything's like on fire and stuff, and it's her in the flower crown. I was like, that's so funny.
That's pretty good. Like all of my B reels, I think the last like week, except for yesterday, have been at work.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Or I'm on my balcony, which I'm fine with, but
Carson's a balcony merchant. Heard it here first.
a balcony. I don't even. You know what? I mean, I guess like I do take
I
advantage of.
suppose.
I guess I do take advantage of the view I have, so that would make me a balcony merchant.
No, that's fair. No, also, I'm just
Tony,
like I've been.
Tony cost us the game. Gonsolin gets out of it
Why is TLR not managing?
because it's whoever wins the American League pennant gets to manage.
Well, they should substitute him in. It'd be funnier.
I
That's
was
a
gonna say,
national
I'm like-
easy win.
I would say I have like no beef having Dusty manage for the AL. I mean, the man's a legend.
I love Dusty, man.
I do. I love Dusty as well.
I'm not familiar with Shane McClanahan's game.
Rudy, that actually might be my most favorite Cub of all time. Can I say that?
Is who?
Dusty Baker, like as a manager. Like I just associate him as being the manager of the Cubs, and they had a run there where I like couldn't hate their managers. Like I love Dusty, I love Lou Piniella. Like they had a bit of a run there where I was like, I cannot hate the men in charge.
I
everyone
still
else.
haven't been able to think of any Cubs that surpass Alfonso or Zebo.
Kawasaki, because he was just really funny. That dude.
Junior Lake, maybe.
Junior Lake.
Junior Lake's a dog. I
Yeah.
love Junior Lake. I don't care. That's a dog.
Ooh, Rudy. How about Reed Johnson?
Yep.
That guy
He's
was a
naming
ball
obscure
player.
Cubs. Is that?
Yeah, like
We're talking about our favorite Cubs.
like
Oh,
Cubs
Matt
we
Duffy.
enjoyed. Oh, Felix PA.
Matt
Felix
Duffy,
PA
100%.
was that guy.
Of course, it's Matt Duffy.
I love Matt Duffy so much.
No, I mean Derek Lee's an obvious one though.
Yeah, Derek Lee is.
It's a good one.
Jason Barrett, because he got in some like legitimate, or Michael Barrett. Who's
Jeff
the one that, like,
Samardzija, good pull.
who's
Good
the one
Michael
that got in,
Barrett.
like legitimate blows with AJ Przinsky.
Michael Barrett. It was incredible.
That was the only time I've ever considered the White Sox Cubs a legitimate rivalry. Because I was like, wow, like there was.
And
some-
White Sox fans still think AJ Pierzynski was anything aside from a baby bitch in that interaction.
He sucks. That dude literally, I hated it when the Cardinals signed him. I was furious. I hate AJ Przinsky. Ugh.
Oh, brother, this guy
Guy stinks.
Then
Not
he
as much
says
as I
Jeff DiMarzio, which was a great pull.
Dog.
He had
Margin,
like
a rare two sport goat.
he was the year that he was an all-star, he like randomly just struck out a ton of people for like half a season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then he
couldn't
got
play in the
traded
All-Star game.
traded to Oakland. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When was he a Giant?
That's when Oakland
He signed in
traded
free
for-
agency.
Oh,
Didn't Oakland trade for like Lester and Samardzija in like a 48-hour window? Is it the same year?
Maybe. I just know he couldn't pitch that all.
Oh, 15 was that
because-
year.
Am I right?
No
Pitch
way
now?
the Cubs dealt Samardzija as late as 2015.
No, I think he was a Giant by then.
No way Samardzija was still a Cub in any of 2015.
No, I think he was a Giant in 2015.
Dylan Bindistan in chat said, "I'll tell you who my most hated Cub is, Kyle Schwarber. Hashtag Kyle Schwarber to Gitmo." Chat there. Kyle Schwarber actually might be my most favorite Cub after yesterday, but
Yeah,
he was-
Samardzija was traded to Oakland in 2014.
Yeah.
I think signed as a White Sox
in
for
2015,
2015.
right? Yeah.
Let me see.
Led the league
Yeah.
in hits allowed, earned runs allowed, and homers allowed.
I've got his transaction history.
And then the Giants signed him.
yeah.
There
So
it is.
was a Cub traded in 2014 with Jason Hamill to Oakland for Billy McKinney, Addison Russell, and Dan Straley.
Oh,
Okay. Cubs won that trade. Well, kind of. Addison Russell's a terrible person, but
Yes. But like they don't win
and
the
then-
World Series without him.
they don't win the World Series, so they won.
And then traded Oakland or by the Oakland Athletics with Michael Yanoa to the White Sox for Chris Bassett, Josh Fegley, Marcus Simeon.
Oh
and
my
Rangel
god.
Ravello.
Oh
Rangel
my.
Ravello?
Dude, Ravello's the guy that has that Cardinals home run call I referenced earlier. The knock me down. Hello. That's that guy.
Rangel Ravello?
That is so funny. That is listen. I don't ever want to hear a White Sox fan ever talk about their front office finally being
I just
good.
don't ever want to hear a White
That
Sox
was like
fan
that
end
was
of sentence.
That was less than 10 years ago, and that trade sounds like pure ass just off rip. Let alone the fact that Marcus Simeon, became a stud. Chris Bassett, stud. Josh Fegley, if I remember correctly, had like at least 2-3 years of being like a competent Major League Baseball player.
Josh Fegley was all right for a couple of years, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I mean, right? Like he was a guy that you were like, if he was on my team, I like maybe not as a starter, but I wouldn't be that upset. Like I wouldn't.
I mean, he OPS 106, OPS plus 106 his first year in Oakland.
Yeah.
And then never got above 90 again.
Lob me top 5 favorite Cub ever. Lob me Darwin Barney.
Darwin Barney's a dog. Love Darwin Barney, man.
Our producer in the Twitch chat, Ravello, knock me down. Hello, goodbye. There you go. That is part of that clip. That is so funny. Oh yeah, dude. And when he must have been, just having a day.
He made so much money in his career.
He did. He is a bag chaser through and through.
He made $122.725 million in his career.
So much money for so much mid. That's outrageous.
For Darwin Barney?
No, Justin Morja.
Oh, Justin Morja.
If Darwin Barney made $122 million, if Darwin Barney money, I would call him like the greatest like bag chaser in professional sports history because
the greatest player to ever live at that point.
That would have been an outrageous get.
Darwin Barney never played for a team that did not have blue as a part of their uniform.
I feel like that's easier than you think it is.
I know, but he played for 3 different teams.
I was just saying, like,
4 for a second.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, hypothetically, like,
it's not that difficult, but like, still.
Wow, J-Ram.
Oh, did we get to see the brothers bat though?
Oh,
no. I'm actually sad that we don't get to see the brothers go back to back. It's all right. He'll give us the lead though. It's fine.
I have a feeling I'm not going to even see a Jock at bat here. I'm pretty sure from what I saw on Twitter, Jock is just been garbage at the plate.
Is that a Cubs fan giving Pujols a standing O? Nice.
Boo.
Yeah, I reject him, unfortunately.
Shouldn't be
I
here.
reject this Cubs fan.
Yes, he should. It's because it's not a real all-star spot, so it doesn't matter. He's not
a real all-star either.
He's already in the game. What are we doing?
He better not play defense at all.
He took Williams' spot. His DH.
Okay. I thought
no.
Never mind. Paul Blackburn's also pitching.
He's gonna GIDP and it'll be over soon. Just relax. Just calm yourselves.
Look who's on my TV.
Like it's not, Oh my God! I thought he did on the next pitch.
He's your kid. Darwin Barney made $10.2 million in his career.
That feels reasonable.
Yeah. Hey man,
for what, 5 years of service time?
Good for
Really?
That feels about right.
He only played 5 years.
2011, 2017, but he had a little over 5 years of service time.
Jeez.
That also means he had like decent contracts at the back end of that to make up for 3 years of pre-arb.
Yeah, so his last 4 years, 2014 with the Dodgers 2.3, 2015 2.525, 2016 1.05, and then 2017 his last year 2.8, 2.9.
Yeah.
I do really like the touch on the jersey sleeve, by the way, of showing how many All-Star games they've made.
And I love that.
Up on that.
That's
such
fantastic.
a nice touch.
Oh, I missed that.
Didn't they do that last year?
I think they've been doing it for several years, I believe.
I think they have. I just mean, like, I just felt the need to comment.
No.
Yeah.
Sure.
They've done some variation of it, I believe. I could be mixing it with the NFL at this point, but they had like individual stars at one point too. I think.
Speaking of not cool though,
Albert
how about
Pujols is bad.
How about the Oakland Athletics? Respect yourself. How about the
Man.
fact that Blackburn almost had to fly commercial to the All-Star game?
Dude, that's
the
ridiculous.
Oakland A's, dude.
Oakland A's poverty organization.
That was
No
disgustingly close
No
to
way.
even the warning track.
Oh my God, man! For a brief moment. It's all right, King.
Yeah, Paul Blackburn. It's all right.
Yeah, the Paul Blackburn saga, if you will, just like
Ridiculous.
you know, you hear stories about teams like cheapening out on like minor league players, and you get upset, you get frustrated, and you're like, this is just like so unacceptable. This is someone that you are hoping becomes a valued member of your nation and contributes.
He's
And
an
then you
all-star.
literally have a guy like Paul Blackburn who that comes to fruition. He does exactly that. You know, send him on a Southwest flight at like 3 p.m. on a Monday. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's man. The A's don't deserve anything.
And like I said, I said this.
Doc's gonna
I said
strike
this-
out on 4 pitches. Watch.
I said off camera in our internally here at Diamond Digest. I said it'd have been one thing if like he and all his family members had gotten like every first class seat on a flight, and it was a commercial flight, because like then like is that like a
kind of cool?
that would have been like nice, right? Like, and then he could have had his friends be like, "Hey, this is the flight that I'm on. So if you want to get like a seat in like business class, you know," they could have set something up. And instead, you know, I mean, I guess pro athletes, they're just like us, but sometimes you don't want them to be. Like, let them have something nice, you know, just this one time.
Yeah, man. It's the A's. What are we doing? I'm still low-key upset that Jock Pearson's even here. He does not deserve to be an all-star. I know he's a Giant, but like Jock Pearson should not be an all-star.
Yeah, I mean, he started well, but again, fading a little bit.
He hasn't hit a home run in a month.
Oof.
Really?
Neither has my whole team, dude.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, Scott.
A month may be a little bit long, but my point is it's been a while.
Yep. And he gone.
He's striking on 5 pitches with 1 pitch off.
You were.
Man.
Scott, you know that I'm.
It's bad.
I'm pulling for that the Riley Green, 74 homer season. You know I'm here for that,
Yeah, and then the team would have hit 80 this year.
Yeah, but I would have been happy with the results, so I don't have any beef with that.
Reasonable. But also so before I hopped on, as I was waiting for my computer to stop being dumb, I was like kind of scrolling through Twitter and seeing some of like the red carpet from the All-Star game stuff. And all I saw was the entirety of Giants Twitter simping over Carlos Rodon's wife.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
And
it's just like a sorry, go ahead, Diego.
Is it like a what? It's not it's all like the teenage like
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just like a Christian Yelich's mom scenario. Like that
No.
Okay.
It's like it felt very normal. I was like, yeah, okay. That's fine.
Okay.
This is par for the course for Giants Twitter, like honestly.
Oh, dude, the Christian Yelich's mom saga was
I know,
incredible.
man. It was just like Jesus Christ, take it easy, fellas. Take it easy. Happy Mother's Day. No.
No.
Like that Twitter meme where it's like girls with a time machine. It's like I am your I am your granddaughter. Like men with a time machine. Christian Yelich, no, don't post your mom for Mother's Day.
Or like going back way back is like this is a lighter.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or my favorite one is like the taking warheads to cavemen.
Yeah. Yep.
Just like blow their minds.
I will say that meme of like a jewel could kill a Victorian child. I'm like, they just like poured, like they just like took a shit and then poured that directly into the streets, right? Like in a sense of like the chemicals or like artificial chemicals might kill them, But like to just walk around back then would probably like any of us here would throw up immediately if we time traveled back even 100 years. Like indoor plumbing just didn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't know. That meme always gets me where it's like, my diet could kill a Victorian. I'm like, no, they could handle like 2 bags of Cheetos for breakfast. I guarantee it. They were working in a coal mine at 11. Like they're fine.
True.
Yeah.
They're gonna be dead of black lung at 30. Like they're built for Chester, I promise.
Oh, Jules are killing like modern children. Like, what are we talking about? Victorian?
Yeah,
children?
exactly. Yeah. Outlandish.
There we go. Now we got a full stadium.
Miggy, see how nice I am.
There
Well,
he
the thing
is.
is, Miggy's.
Oh, they got Big Poppy in it.
Not
Sub
Albert
700
Pujols.
OPS as well, but you know.
Yeah, but Miggy's not an asshole. So
What? How? Please slew Albert Pujols as character right now. For
he
what?
wants to get Garrett back. Like
No,
Garrett-
no. What makes him an asshole?
the fact that if granted it was Garrett who said this, so I have to take that with a little bit of grain of salt. I'm assuming it's true because I also want to slander Albert Pujols. So just him saying like he should start over at first base for the Angels when he was there.
No, that's objectively true. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
mean,
thought.
Okay.
Just
like,
because he's like, hey, I should be starting over this
I
whoever
think,
this rookie is.
I mean, the thing that people give him heat for is like very much the thing with his wife. That's the
Also
thing that everyone
Also
points
that.
at.
So right, and the thing is though, is that if you're leading towards that, right, it's not something out of the blue. You don't want to do it before someone has surgery like that. So you wait for it to go well, and then because you don't want that weighing on them before something like that. So that's why you would do it that way. And so that's why I also say that. He also does a ton of work, a ton of charitable work with kids with like
So does
autism
every
and Down
single
syndrome as
baseball
well.
player.
Yes, but like there's a difference
the bad
between
ones.
like showing up at events every once in a while and like establishing a charity, like linking it with like the St. Louis Children's Hospital, maintaining that even when you no longer play in St. Louis, et cetera, et cetera.
Imagine you start a charity.
Yeah,
in a
and
city
Jeff
then move to
Bezos
city-
donates to charity too.
What?
No, I just think the funny thing about like just not even related to what like I mean related, but not in this particular case. Like
Yeah.
imagine like you start a charity in the city you're drafted in and play the first bit of your career in, and then you move teams and just stop the charity.
Yeah, that would be certainly a look.
That'd be
I can-
so funny. Like it'd be horrible, but it's like that's so funny in my head. Like you got to be a special kind
Man,
of.
I want to use the one. Scott already used our F-bomb.
Man, I wasn't here for that.
No, no
so-
one was here for it. You can use it.
Oh, all right,
I used it yesterday.
all right. What's that? Scott,
I used it yesterday.
Scott did genuinely already use it, but yes, no one was here
Oh,
for
okay.
it.
Okay, fair enough.
You come up with the Cardinals. You play 12 years for them. Sign with the Angels. Yeah, fuck them kids.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I almost said it, and just I didn't, but yeah, that'd be atrocious.
To be fair, no one heard that one either because we have 4 viewers at the moment.
It's fair. So we start getting pings. Like I heard it.
Where do we think Mr. Castillo is going to be pitching come August 3rd?
He's
It's a great question.
a good one. Is he there? He's got to be their only All-Star, right?
Brandon Drury
it was
the only other guy that could have been, but
it was going to be no Tyler Stevenson, but he got hurt, remember, so he like kind of fell off into the voting race because he's actually decent.
Yeah.
But yes, of the like guys that have been healthy the entire year, I'd argue he's the guy that like deserves it.
Yeah. He's been good.
He has been.
Luis Castillo's a dog, man.
And it's
fan of
interesting.
him.
The Reds are in a really interesting position because, like, it sucks because the Cardinals. It's same division obviously, but like Tyler Mahle's been really strong his last 10 starts. He's been looking really really solid. And if I'm a team trying to trade for starting pitching, like I almost don't feel like I want to go out. It's such a seller's market. I don't know if I even want to necessarily try to even talk about Castillo. I think he might stay. I think it's more likely they deal Tyler Molly, they deal Brandon Drury, and then just hold on to him because I mean he's young enough. He's still good. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Castillo's really good. I really wish the Giants wouldn't have traded him, but
That was almost
I
a
wish it
really
was
nice
Giants.
play.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, bud.
I know. Well, I tell you, it was also Jeff McNeil, so the Mets deserve nothing.
True.
But never mind. I thought it dropped out of his glove. He just completely whiffed on it. You stink. I take it back.
It was almost good, except actually it wasn't good at all.
Yeah. I thought it like tipped out of his glove. Not even close.
That was kind of a funny reaction from Castillo there too.
He's like, oh my god, I finally have a competent defense around me, and they still can't even make
Jeff
plays.
McNeil.
Do you know what Hunter Green's Sierra is this year?
No.
So Hunter Green on the year, as
I
we
love
know,
Hunter Green, though.
as do I. He's had a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, I was going to say he's given up tanks.
He hasn't given up
they
some
also.
tanks. So looking at a 5.78 ERA and a 5.4 FIP, which not good. His Sierra is 3.72.
So like a good 3-starter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
as he would be,
at-
like, honestly, as a rookie.
at 22 though, like the fact, like that's just crazy, the discrepancy even in FIP to Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
Would
like,
you say his
put
FIP
him-
was?
It means it's a lot of homers.
5.4.
Yeah.
It does.
Wait, what's his
it's-
xFIP?
Hold on. Sorry, I can pull that back up.
Because what is? I mean, I know. Do we even know the formula for Sierra? It adjusts for a lot, but I don't think.
I don't know
Sierra's for. I mean, it's not literally this, but for lack of a better definition,
simplicity's sake.
essentially what your ERA would be if your like fly ball to home run ratio was like way lower.
Okay, because that's what XFIP does too. XFIP just takes
his-
FIP and gives you a standard league average home run to fly ball rate.
His xFIP is 4.05.
So yeah, right in the same ballpark. Yeah, it's
Still right there.
I don't know. That's an encouraging sign to me, though. Is it like once he? I mean, just it's
Oh
just
yeah,
about,
he's fine, dude.
It's limiting the home run ball will do that much for you alone. Like,
yeah, but good luck playing in Great American Launchpad.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm like, put him in a real baseball stadium with a real defense.
Yeah.
Happy All-Star Game Tuesday. Thank you. You too.
Happy All-Star Game.
Yeah, same to you.
Oh, thank you. I will say, as I've gotten older, I've appreciated the All-Star Game more and more. I used to really only care about like if the guys on my team that were doing well made it, and that was really it. But like I've definitely found myself in the past few years watching it more. I think the new Derby format's great. There's a lot to like. There's a lot to like.
You realize
Yeah, I
life
like
is
it.
perspective.
You grew up a little bit.
As you get a little older, you realize life is perspective.
Yeah, not much wiser, but I try my best. Sierra also adjusts for stadium. That was kind of the point I was getting at.
Oh yeah, so there's your Great American Launchpad factor.
Yeah, that was what like Sierra does for. That's why when you're looking at like a Reds pitcher, I think Sierra is actually like a great stat to use because it.
If you want to play narrative ball.
Yeah. I mean, as a guy that has Hunter Green in a dynasty fantasy league, I'm not
now. Now, whatever you do not look up the Sierra of any Royals pitcher.
Yeah. No, I traded Hunter Green for Nolan Gorman straight up before the season started in my dynasty league, and I don't regret it because I have a lot of depth at second base. But like,
Don't you have like Jazz or something?
guys that I have that have second base eligibility, I have Jonathan India, Brandon Lau,
Okay, there it is.
Jeff
Okay, you're
McNeil,
fine.
Ty
You're fine.
France, Tyro.
Tyro. Love Tyro.
I think that's it for guys that have second base. Oh, technically Brendan Donovan does too, but like he's a when I need him in the lineup.
He is not a real human being, first and foremost.
Yeah, no, he's not. He was handmade out of the Jeff Albert, like in a test tube in Jeff Albert's hitting lab.
Disgusting.
My favorite thing about the Diamond Digest Fantasy League is the fact that Mookie Betts is my everyday second baseman because he has eligibility.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous, dude.
It's so funny.
Dude, every time they show the sea of parking spaces around this stadium, it makes me sicker.
No,
Yeah, me too.
honestly.
Like, I
Especially
cannot...
Trains.
Oh my gosh, look, it's the most interesting, in my opinion, deadline acquisition. I don't know if we can count Juan Soto as like a for sure trade guy, but Martin
Juan
Perez
Soto's not moving this year.
That's your prediction?
He's not going to move. There's no reason for him to move him this year.
I have a hard
Next year,
time
maybe.
seeing it too. I don't know that any team is going to give what it takes.
Wow. Rudy, you're getting shots taken at you in the chat.
Oh my
Wow.
lord. Hey. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. He's also a Cubs fan, so it's double true. All right, let's make sure we get the facts right.
So no matter what, at least one player he likes will win.
Yeah.
What team does this guy even support? I got to know who I'm against here.
Uh-oh.
He's
He's
probably
a
like a
great
Dodgers
question.
fan. Or
Yeah,
something.
he's like the Yankees.
Yeah. I mean, he's right. Like, first and foremost, he's right. Both of my franchises are embarrassment.
Garrett in the chat with the "I am not going to speak." That is
I'm just going to
a
enjoy
good
Stroud
call.
show.
I actually also am not like that. I don't get it.
Garrett,
I'm
don't
not
you guys
excited
have
for
like
the All-Star
another
game,
really
typically.
really high paid player? Did he make the All-Star game too? He's like makes a lot of money. What's his name? I'm blanking.
What is the third baseman, right?
Luis
what's it?
Rengifo, yeah, for sure.
Andy something?
I don't know. Is the third baseman?
Oh, I'm a Blue Jays fan because I work for the team and a Phillies fan. Good choice of employment.
Oh,
Jump
okay.
ship
So he's
white
a Phillies fan.
Yeah,
Speaks
jump
for
ship.
itself. Blue Jays fan. Cry about 2015 harder. Continue.
He said Phillies fan speaks for itself.
It's J. Roy on the burner.
Yeah.
Truly.
He's found
Number-
a new secondary team. He got over the
you're
state of
right.
Texas. He's a Canada fan now.
He is on the FBI most wanted list. Thank you, Garrett. I had to make sure I got the name right.
Anthony.
It's
Can I ask who number 1 and number 2 are?
You can't read it out loud. No.
Oh, I
It's
can't-
not allowed.
okay,
That's
okay.
actually illegal.
Oh, okay.
Just know that Holden Phillips is
Not
on
in
the-
real life. On Garrett's
No,
list.
I
I'm
know
not-
that.
I'm not going to FBI.gov. I'm like, all right, guys, number
Hey, don't
1.
worry, it's really easy to find your address though.
Dude, who goes to FBI.gov?
I don't
Is that a
know.
thing that people do?
Look it up, Carson.
I guess this is where you just
No.
take a singular green like dot, just slowly.
Like, I'm
move
almost
into my
terrified
forehead.
to do that on a tab that isn't private, but also
No,
a
I'll
private
do it.
tab
I'll
would
do it.
make zero difference.
FBI.gov. Okay, welcome to FBI.gov. Yeah, it's their official government website.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my God, the first link you can click on is I want to help find fugitives. Oh my God, that's enough. That's enough exploration for one evening.
Well,
That is-
Kyle Schwarber's currently in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Diego is like, run me my check.
He's in the first base dugout at Dodger Stadium right now. Go.
Give me
I
my
work
money.
as the music operator for the ballpark on game days.
That's
Is
so
an
cool.
outrageously sick job. That is so
Yeah, that's so cool.
What are your
I
thoughts?
saw
Well,
that.
no, never mind. They're your employer. I was going to ask what your thoughts on the Rogers Center were, but that they're your employer, so never mind. I'll ask everyone on camera.
I would have. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, no, after you.
I would have loved to see it for the first time a couple weeks ago if my brother's passport had come, but
Yikes.
never
Yikes.
been, so I can't say I have extensive thoughts on
I
it. but-
have not been either, but I know there's rumblings of it may need to get they may need to have a new stadium built soonish, like it's starting to show its age a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like I feel like it's prime for a facelift, not a demo, just because
I feel like demolishing stadiums is going to become. I
It's not a
wish
practice
demolishing
I wanna
stadiums
see.
would become outdated.
Yeah.
I agree.
But it seems like we're going more in the direction of blow it up and build a new one, especially in places where there's actually the space to do it.
Did you see what I guess I was sort of leaning into a little bit here was there was an Athletic article specifically about the foundation of Fenway Park period. of like what is the viability of the structure itself? Because like you can make all the additions that you want, obviously, but at the end of the day, a vast majority of the stadium that's been constructed is still sitting on construction where like, you know, dudes were throwing their like, you know,
or
empty beer bottles into the set in concrete. And I believe the ownership group for the Red Sox talked about from a sheer viability standpoint as it currently stands without like significant, like probably would have to play a season at their AAA site level of renovation. It has 100 years tops, which means maybe in our lifetime we'd maybe on the tail end of
Fenway.
seeing a major change to Fenway.
Honestly, fair. I get it.
Sorry, that was such a weird sound.
Clip that.
Wait, really? Was that you? I wasn't looking and assumed it was Carson.
No, it was me.
Why are you so cranky tonight, dude?
I thought it was you.
I thought
it was you.
I made my point. I ended it.
I think it's weird to speculate about that sort of thing because we have no idea what Major League Baseball will look like in 100 years. Like,
that's also a very fair point.
It's, you know, 100, like, first of all, 100 years ago we were barely out of the dead ball era.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
the Murderers Row hadn't even hit its like peak yet 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I think Branch Rickey I think was a rookie a rookie exec for the St. Louis Cardinals exactly 100 years ago.
This is I don't know if this is the most interesting direction to take this, but I feel like from like the major thing with Fenway and with Wrigley is there's nowhere else to go.
Well, right? There is for Wrigley. It's the stadium's going to get built in Aurora.
Exactly. Like they're right. But there's nowhere
the Bears
else
are going to do.
Exactly. But I don't know. I feel like I almost hope that there's like a major revolution in like how we view urbanization on the whole by the time the discussion actually comes up for those stadiums to be reconsidered, refurbished, reconstructed, whatever.
Well, and I remember if you like Scott, I remember you and I think it was the four of us last year on our broadcast. You and I both talked about how like I think you asked me sort of like unironically, what do I as a Cardinals fan like have to complain about like the organization? And two of the things that we brought up was like both the Tigers and Cardinals ownership made sizable like promises and commitments towards rebuilding the infrastructure and sort of creating an entire neighborhood centered around the professional sports experience of the city. And I think, Rudy, that yes, that's the direction that teams are going to start to go. I think like Pittsburgh, Baltimore, St. Louis, like those are examples of teams with that sort of retrofit stadium design that is built to last and not, it doesn't look like it's trying to reflect the era of the times. It looks like it's trying to reflect something that can last for centuries, while at the same time being walkable, having good public transportation, being an area where concerts can be put on. There's museums, there's art installations, like it's an amalgamation of a lot of stuff. And so that, I don't know, like I know Scott's talked about that as well, but that's what that reminded me of.
I have one more thing to add with Wrigley specifically in mind, and that is the Ricketts are trying to prove at this moment that they can cash in on Wrigley Field itself without putting a remotely competitive team on the field. And I think more and more teams are going to try and build this identity around their stadium.
I think that's a very, very fair point. Yes.
I find it pretty upset. Like, as much as I hold dear the identity of Wrigley Field, I'm kind of upset that it is viable for the Cubs to be doing this. And, you know, you could argue that Wrigley and Fenway being as old as they are unique, but I really do think a lot of teams are trying to build an identity of their stadium too. I don't know though, because also
I agree. I think
Globe Life
you're.
get made. Like,
I think you were absolutely on the right track though, Rudy. Because think about like when they tore down the house that Ruth built in New York, everyone was like, you've got to be shitting me. Like there
Yeah.
is something to be said for like Shea Stadium. We're from the Chicago suburbs. How many of our friends' parents that are White Sox fans will just like call it Comiskey Park and they don't care? Like
Yeah.
that has not been the name. They've gone through, I think, 3 name changes since then. And
I would call it anything but what it's currently called, but go on.
Yeah, exactly. It's guaranteed rate field, which is hilarious.
Because I like whenever I talk to a lot of White Sox fans, I hear Comiskey more often than anything.
Right,
else, I feel like.
because the thing is, if you're going to go for a brand, the Cubs and the Cardinals are like the 2 teams that have only ever, I think, successfully, like, people forget that Wrigley's the chewing gum and newspaper company family. Like,
yeah,
people forget that the Bush family is the Anheuser-Busch family. Like that.
Yeah. And
like,
that Anheuser, like, I think there's a huge disconnect between Busch Stadium and Anheuser-Busch, who controls a massive amount of the current day, like, beer market, including a lot of craft breweries. Like,
right. Like, so a lot of the times it's people, and it's because of, honestly, it's the age of how long it's been named that.
Yeah.
Like, we're on Busch Stadium 3 for the Cardinals. Like,
yeah.
Wrigley Field has been called Wrigley Field for 75 years. Like, I think people throw their, they make a big fit about naming rights when you have companies and things like that.
Wrigley Field's been Wrigley for longer than that, no?
I believe it officially became Wrigley Field in like the 30s or 40s. The first 20 years,
I thought it was Wrigley Field in like the 20s. No, it was Weigman Park when it was built.
Okay, I was going to say, I knew it wasn't from the jump. I'm not going to claim to know how long it's been called Wrigley.
Also worth noting, while you guys were talking about this, they did the Stand Up to Cancer, like, rollover.
Yes, that was very
and all
nice.
that. That's I feel like worth mentioning.
We are at year 95 of the name Wrigley Field, 1927.
That's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it was built as Weigman Park in 1914. Chewing gum magnate William Wrigley Jr. of the Wrigley Company acquired the Cubs in 1921. It was named Cubs Park from 20 to 26 before being renamed Wrigley Field in 27.
Cubs Park low-key goes hard, though.
It was actually the second stadium to be named Wrigley Field, as a Los Angeles ballpark with the same name opened in 1925.
Nice.
That is hilarious. I didn't know that, actually.
Josh or Joe Man to play. This guy stinks.
But yeah, Rudy, it's like you get my point of, like, I think another thing you're talking about, like, building that identity. I think the issue that might crop up is the fact that, like, people really like to stick their nose in the air at branding unless it is been that way for a really long time. Like when Scott has grandkids, if it's still called Comerica Park, I think that there is going to be legitimate name brand value of the Detroit Tiger Stadium being Comerica Park. But if it's, if it's I don't know if it's General Motors Arena by
Little
that
Caesars
point, then
Park.
Yeah,
Caesars Park.
Like that's where I think you're gonna run into issues and stuff. But I definitely agree with you. There is definitely something about, like, and I think it's also because we grew up somewhere where it was really prevalent for us as well, of having that branding being so prominent.
Yeah.
Have you has yours always been Bush, and every year it's just, every time they make a new one, it's just Bush 1, 2,
So
3?
it was originally Sportsman's Park. Well, there's been like a few different names, but like when it's like the Cardinals in like modern era baseball, it was Sportsman's Park until the 50s. And then it got renamed Busch Stadium. So that was Busch Stadium 1. Then in 1966, they tore that down. Or, well, they like demoed Busch Stadium 1 in 1965. In 1966, they opened a stadium for the St. Louis Cardinals football and baseball team, called that Busch Stadium 2. And
which, by the way, I think is what people call Old Busch now, was Busch 2.
Yeah.
I know my dad calls it Old Busch. I don't know if anyone else does.
Yeah, I mean, it just like colloquial. Because the thing is, like, no one calls it Busch 3. Like, it is just, right. I think they're all Busch Stadium, like, in my brain. And then, like, that's the one I grew up, like, that was when I was, like, part of Chevy's Kids Club. And I was, like, going to, like, all the games. And, like, And then in 2005 was the last season of Bush 2. 2006 they opened Bush 3 like literally across the street, and Bush 3 is going to exist for like I'll be dead in the ground before there's.
You can't pick a different location. I feel like with the arch out in the center, that's just.
Yeah. I mean, before Ballpark Village too, the view of the state capitol, the old state capitol building, was also within the sight line, and they're not. There's the only potential better location is where they're like building the MLS stadium, like because I'm pretty sure they're building it like right along the river and stuff. So
MLS stadiums are so pretty, man.
They're like the perfect size.
The only two I know of that I could tell you off the top of my head are Mercedes-Benz and Soldier Field. So
there's Toyota Park.
Respect PayPal Park.
The fire play at Soldier Field, my guy.
Surely not. I thought
they play at Soldier Field.
No. PayPal Park, also an electric name. Like as far as naming rates go to like stadiums, PayPal Park for the San Jose Earthquakes is fire.
I don't want to watch Chicago Fire, the TV show, dude. I want to learn about the soccer team, please.
The city of Chicago is way too attached to something that happened 150 years ago.
I mean, it was like the fire in the United States. Like I'll say it. It's like the fire.
It's if you're gonna
definitely
have
a top one fire of United States.
I'm sorry, it's like
top
London,
2 fire. It's not 2.
But yeah, in like world history, like the 3 that everyone knows, at least if you grew up in the U.S., was like the burning of the Library of Alexandria, the like London fire in 1666 that like burned the entire city, and then the Chicago fire that also burned the entire city.
I was like, Carson, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like I do generally, but like not like in.
No, but you've heard of them, is my point.
The second one.
I don't know. Did you guys that didn't grow up around Chicago actually learn much about the Chicago fire?
Oh, yeah.
No, I
did, but I'm 5 hours away, so I guess
California. No, not even a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what I know about it is because of
they have all their Weenie Hut Jr. fires to worry about over there.
Or they just don't learn about historical fires. I don't know.
Carson just said that he wants California to burn.
You guys didn't have a great fires unit in history class? What are we talking about?
Yeah, grow up, dude. Next, you're gonna tell me
all of our great fires were currently happening in California, man.
Next thing you're gonna tell me you don't know about the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, dude. Come on.
You're saying you don't? It doesn't rain ash in your hometown currently, like often, because that happens in California.
Oh
often.
My bad. No, now it's sad.
That happens.
That's
happened recently, often.
Wait, they played in Naperville?
They played at North Central College for a hot second.
This is like a good point, but it's because all of these teams play in football stadiums.
They also played in Bridgeview. They played, Toyota Park from 2005 through.
Because the Revolution play in Gillette,
through 2019.
Sounders play in Lumen.
But yeah, now
Charlotte, I think, playing.
They're back. They are back at. They had Baron von Schweinsteiger for a minute. That guy was actually pretty good in like real soccer.
Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Elite name.
I think I just combined his name with the. I think I just combined his name with the Revolutionary War general Baron von Steuben. I'm pretty sure I just combined those two guys' names in my head.
I like it. I respect it. Pretty good.
Yes, Yankee Stadium, the most famous MLS stadium.
Surely. Wait. Yeah, NYCFC play at Yankee Stadium. I'm not sure if the Red Bull do as well, but I know NYCFC does.
Scott, do you guys have an MLS team yet? Or are you guys like in the same expansion pack as St. Louis is?
No, so I don't even know what the league is called.
The USFL or whatever.
Well, that's the football league, but
it's like the
USFL is
NWSL.
Football. Sure, yeah.
That's not.
No, that's women. That's the women's league.
That is the W. Literally stands for women's. Whatever it is, we have like the most dominant team. We are literally like we are. Non-ironically, the 60s Celtics in that league and just absolutely decimate everyone every single year.
The USL, I think, is what it is. Is that it?
Yeah, it's the USL. It's Detroit FC absolutely runs the USL, and it's absolutely sick. Actually, so good that they for this summer, earlier in this summer, we a buddy of mine is like the Detroit News's beat writer for Detroit FC. Like
That's awesome, man.
he is the beat for them.
Those uniforms go hard because in my head, those uniforms go incredibly hard.
So I get like a ton of updates on like what they're doing and whatever. I actually don't think they won the like championship this year, but like 2 years ago there was a stretch where they won like 3 years in a row or whatever. Anyway,
Scott, if I go to MLS.com, I'm seeing Detroit City FC.
So they so they actually played against like MLS teams, like exhibition against MLS.
Yeah, that happens all the time
as America
because they were like, these guys are, like really good. And,
wow, yeah, they won too.
Yeah, they won one, and then their best player got hurt, and then they lost the next one, I think.
Yeah, that happens all the time. Like the competition gap in the USL and the MLS isn't very far because the MLS doesn't have a ton of high skill players. Like it's not.
I saw a guy on TikTok talking about this of like where like someone asked on TikTok. Like,
the dude that just lays down dribbling a ball.
Yes, that guy. You saw the video.
Yeah, I saw this video.
Where he was like, I think the MLS is the top 20 league in the world, and I think
that's probably not true. Straight up.
No, I think he made fair points. He said they're better than most of the smaller European leagues, which I think
really I'd have that.
Yeah,
I think the smaller European leagues. I think the smaller European leagues probably have better like top end talent. Like that, you could probably pick some players from those teams that transfer to top 5 leagues,
but they don't have the depth.
Also, smaller is relative. So like smaller than like smaller European leagues is like a very relative like thing to say because there's so many over there. Like smaller in like smaller in comparison to the like Prem or even like the Champions League or Championship League. Like that's obviously a lot different than like.
But I think there's enough money in MLS that, like, of course, the level of competition is going to be better than the Serbian league, right? Like,
the thing is,
it's actually it's crazy because on the women's side of things, the
NWSL is the league.
The NWSL is actually like
that's Premier Women's Soccer,
like better than like the Prem League now. Like,
that's because in a lot of other countries, like. I'm not sure how the Women's Prem League is for sure, but because like in a lot of other countries, like they don't care as much, and that's why you see the
like
U.S.
every
women's national team
just like got a women's club. Like these are like actually like this is a league for like women that was like built for the intention of growing the game and stuff. So they run.
That's the reason why so. I don't like the U.S. women's national team. I'll say it right now.
Oh, boo! Get him out of here!
Hold on!
Get him out of here!
No, get him out of here! It's not that I don't like them. I think they're extremely overrated because, as someone, hold on, Carson. I will explain it to you why right now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's because the occupation of being a women's soccer player in the U.S. can pay for itself, whereas in other countries it does not. So when they get to the World Cup and dominate, it's because they're playing against women who have to have another job or two to support themselves, and they can't dedicate all their time to playing soccer.
So,
like they can in the U.S. That's the only reason they run circles around the rest of the world.
How is that their fault? How is that?
No, it's not. That's why I think they're overrated. Like it's not.
Go back 20 years ago, we were still running it with like Mia Hamm, and we did not have the infrastructure for them to have like legitimate professional soccer careers.
Well, the ruling that happened earlier this year, like right after it happened with us, like 8 other countries immediately gave like
it's starting to change
and stuff. Like
it's starting to change, and
but
in
also
10 years, the U.S. women's national team will not be like the top U.S. country or the top women's like international soccer country or soccer team in the world.
I'm not hearing that nonsense.
Oh my gosh!
That's
Sorry,
it's a dynasty. We're a dynasty. I don't want to hear
right now. Yeah, correct.
The Cubs posted on Instagram the coldest picture of the Contreras brothers on the red carpet.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh
We'll
my!
find it.
It's going on my
Link.
Instagram story right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll wait for you to do that then. No,
Um,
I'll look it up on Twitter to see if it's
Scott,
up there.
real quick, just for your own, if you a little personal stake for you, Detroit stalled in 2020 partially due to COVID, also partially because the Detroit ownership group had secured rights to play at Ford Field, but the MLS
Oh, that goes so
wanted
hard.
It's
The
so cold.
the MLS wanted site specific like soccer stadium. That is a dope picture.
Look at that fit.
But
though,
they are
from
still the
Wilson.
St. Louis is the 29th MLS team and they want 30 and apparently the front runners as it
Sacramento
currently stands
just
are
got one,
still
too.
the front runners that still stand are Detroit, San Diego, and Phoenix and Vegas.
I was shocked when they actually gave one to Sacramento.
Really?
Yeah, just because I was shocked that they wanted to enter. Like, Sacramento FC's been very, very good. Or Sacramento United, sorry. They've been very, very good for a long time. But I was just shocked that they decided they want to enter Sacramento as a market.
Oh, my take, my like.
I mean, it's Bay Area
strongest take
TV
on the
rights.
MLS.
Is it?
Yeah.
My strongest take on Major League Soccer is that the league cannot truly like elevate itself a level until they grow up and stop pretending to be European teams with half the names.
I agree.
MLS is
Inter
a retirement
Miami,
league.
Real, Salt Lake, like, dude, your city's full of Mormons. Get the fake Spanish name out. That's my MLS take.
They currently have the pitcher and the catcher both mic'd up, and it's sick.
Yeah, didn't Nestor say he was going to do some funky stuff on the mound?
Yeah,
That's it.
they
Yes, he
have
did.
they have Nestor and Trevino both
That's an
mic'd up at the
outrageously
same
dope
time,
move.
and they're just having a conversation.
I love that.
Like
hey, what do you
the
want to
battery is like just talking to each other.
Oh,
Can you
hearkening while so Nestor's glove, right? Hearkening back to the custom bat conversation a little bit. I don't think you can allow custom bats without also allowing custom gloves.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
guys have
Same
done
way.
that. Remember, like Genesis Cabrera last year used that like teal glove.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean that's what.
So
Bader
isn't there?
uses, right?
I mean, there is a little bit of
yeah, it's
curiosity
O'Neal
you
or
can
Bader?
do
no, it's
currently.
better because it's the
Yeah,
Statue of
but some
Liberty
guys
oxidized
didn't
green.
The Cardinals have an outfielder that has like a neon green
Yeah,
glove.
we were just talking about. It's not neon green.
It's oxidized green because it's the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, sorry.
Who
Well, that's what we were just talking about.
I just said it, and we talked.
We were
about
having
it.
a side conversation where you guys were
Yeah,
having the main
we were just
conversation.
saying
Oh,
exactly that.
it's,
And you were like, yeah, one of them has a neon glove, and I was like, oh,
Close enough.
because didn't Koji have a glove that got
Probably.
doinked. I
in
think he might have.
2013? Yeah. Because the only reason I remember that I think is because it's in the Hall of Fame museum.
Gotcha.
But
What do you think of a women's baseball league in the chat? Man, A League of Their Own is a great film, and I think proof that a women's professional baseball league could definitely exist.
Koji like custom.
How
gloves, is that what
long-
I'm looking for?
how long do you think it would take to develop a talent pool for that league?
Not as long
25
as I
years.
think. I was gonna say a lot less time than that. I think not as long
Really?
as you think.
Because it's a lot. You have to. It's got to be a generational shift from softball to baseball at the youth level. And
That's
then you
kind of
have
what
to-
I'm thinking.
I think 25 years to have a league.
Because
that's
I don't
become-
think
to have a
there's-
professional league.
Yeah, I don't know how many softball players that would be able to play
Would
in a
that even
professional
want to?
softball league would A, want to play baseball instead, and B, like succeed at playing baseball on a professional level. Like this just I feel like the shift from between baseball and softball is bigger than people think.
I agree.
Like prime Albert Pujols couldn't hit a softball pitcher.
Respect Jenny
Yeah,
Finch,
probably not.
always.
But
No,
and-
it happened.
That's a fact. Yeah, Jenny Finch
There's a
is the
video
goat.
where that
Oh,
happened.
okay.
Literally,
Jenny
Yeah,
Finch
that's
is.
it.
Have you never seen this video?
You got Kate on 3 pitches. Yeah.
I
It was-
must not have. Yeah, no.
Really, it's a fairly
if
popular video.
If I watch it, I'm sure my brain might go, "Oh yeah, you definitely have." But it's not
because it
really
was
that.
Albert Pujols, and she shook out 3, didn't she, or was it just 2?
I'm not sure. I just know
Were they
only
trying
seen the
to
Pujols
replicate-
clip because it's hilarious and I
There's
love
Were
it.
they-
someone out here. Look it up.
Okay, were they trying to replicate the? Because they had that female pitcher from like the 30s strike out Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and then somebody else like on 9 pitches. That's like that thing.
She just immaculate inning to the 20s
whoever.
Yankees.
Yeah, it was like
That's
somebody
funny.
else. Somebody else in that Yankees lineup. She like immaculate inning them, and it was not softball, by the way. Like it was.
No, it was baseball. And do you know that they banned her like a week after that happened?
Nice.
They banned her from baseball
for sure. Yeah.
Sick.
Like the commissioner voided her contract and said she was not allowed to pitch anymore.
Great.
And like, what else would you expect? Honestly,
Ford
like, that
Frick.
sounds-
Yeah, well, I mean,
Class.
wasn't that Kennesaw Mountain Landis at that point, or
that sounds right.
If it was
glad
the
we kept his
20s
name on the
still,
MVP award until like 4 years ago.
Yeah, noted, very good person.
I could have sworn she struck out someone else in the same clip.
Do you guys
It was
know
Pujols
what
and
I
somebody
found?
else
What I
or
found
something.
really weird is, do you guys know what the National League Rookie of the Year? Do you know who it's named after?
I think
I don't.
it'll ring a bell if you tell me, but I don't know.
Oh,
that
I
can
did.
pull
I mean,
off the top of the head.
it's arguably, other than Babe Ruth, the most famous baseball player ever.
Is it Willie Mays?
No, it's Jackie Robinson. It's the Jackie.
Oh, that's
Robinson.
right. That's right.
Do you know what the American League Rookie of the Year is named after? Jackie Robinson.
Good.
But he didn't, like, he won Rookie of the Year. So when I first heard like the award name for the National League, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then my brain thought, that's kind of messed up because that makes it seem like I'd much rather win the National League award than like the American League award, because like whoever they name it after, it's not going to feel as prestigious. But then I was like, but he didn't win. Like he never played in the American League. I don't know. It was just like a
It's
weird.
the Cy Young Award in both leagues.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. I guess. Did he? I mean, I don't know what his career team layout was though.
I think it was all AL.
Cyclone, the only good Cyclone Young.
Respect the Brooklyn Cyclones.
No, he's actually expressly disrespecting a different Cyclones team.
I am. No, Cy Young pitched in the National League from age 23 to 33, and in the American League from 34 to 44.
Oh, so it's a perfect split.
Yeah, like he's at like that adds up. And then MVP doesn't have a name, correct?
Yeah, I thought it.
Yeah,
did.
because they took Kennesaw Mountain Landis off.
Yeah,
of it.
I thought. Yeah,
Baseball Writers Association America's most valuable player.
yeah. Like
That is the full name of the award.
So I think Cy Young, that name fits. I just didn't think of like I don't know.
I thought Willie Mays had one named after him.
Does it like? I think he does too. Is it a college award or something? Like, is it?
Be.
I mean, like the Hank Aaron Award is like,
But he played national. He played.
Oh, it's the
NL
World
League.
Series MVP.
yeah.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
like,
The Willie Mays World Series MVP is what it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I knew it was one of them or something.
They should name. Is it still the? What's the reliever of the year award? They need to make it the Rolaids.
Oh no, it
reliever of the
used
year
to have
again.
like a sponsor.
Yeah, like Old Dominion wasn't that a sponsor at one point?
It was like I thought it was like Fire.
Let's look this up.
Not
Oh,
Firestone, was it?
I feel
Well,
like it would have been.
Let me see.
It definitely had a
names.
sponsor. as the
Trevor
name.
Hoffman, NL reliever of the year. Mariano Rivera.
Mariano
AL.
Rivera. That's good.
No, but there was
Yeah, before that, I think there was. Let me look for it. But
there was definitely a sponsored one.
Okay, it was the
Delivery
Rolaids
Man of the Year.
Rolaids Relief Man Award.
Rolaids, everyone's favorite. I don't even know what
Yeah,
they
what are
do.
Rolaids?
Was Rolaids from 1976 through 2012.
Oh wait, it's relief, so it's probably like isn't it like a medicine of some sort?
Scott, you're also on the right
Tums.
track because the first closers were nicknamed Firemen, a reference to putting out the fire of another team's rally. The trophy was a gold-plated firefighter's helmet.
Yeah,
That's
That
that's what-
is
yeah.
that is sick
That's
trophy.
Old.
Dude, why do we not still do that? That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I
That's like
actually
college
don't
football
Wait a
know why
minute.
they got
Wait,
rid of
listen
the
to this.
reliever of the
Listen to
year.
this. Unlike
That's like
other
college
awards,
baseball levels of like
Yeah, it's
funky
dope.
trophy.
Unlike
college
other
football.
awards,
I think
such
Chapman
as the
might have won
Cy
the last
Young
one.
or the MVP award, the Relief Man was based on statistical performance rather than votes. each save was worth 3 points, a win was worth 2 points, and each loss was worth -2 points. Beginning in the 1988 season, -2 were given for blown saves.
Wait.
In the 2000 season, the term tough save was worth an additional point, was introduced by the sponsor Rolaids. A quote-unquote tough save happened when a relief pitcher entered the game already having the potential tying run on base and got the save. That's so complicated, and I love it.
That happened in the year 2000. That's incredible.
So, the last winner of the award, by the way, was Craig Kimbrell for the Braves and Jim Johnson for the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, that was the Jim Johnson, like he almost had like 60 saves out of nowhere or something ridiculous.
He had 51 saves year, yes.
So a win is worth 2 points, but how do they rule out, like, do they just say, I guess it's kind of cut and dry until 2012 who's the starter and who's not?
No, it's all relievers. So as the reliever, if you got the win, which is crazy because
you could have saying how you quantify who's truly a reliever is what
because right, you could have, I guess if a save is 3 and a win is 2, right? No starting pitcher is going to come close in the number of wins to surpass a guy that has equal or more saves. But hypothetically, you could have a starter just rack up wins and come close to
you also could be on the Rays and just be the guy who pitches the 4 innings after the opener and get a win.
But still, there's going to be somebody else out there.
And you're a reliever.
Somebody else is going to get the same or a greater number of saves.
Yeah, you'd have to get a lot.
Those are worth more.
Sure.
I really do, though. I like this point system idea. I mean, obviously you'd have to adjust it for a modern era, of course. But like the concept of like guys, like the concept of like, let's say it's like if you added like holds or something, like. You could have like game 162 and your closer could be like tied for the Rolaids award. And they could just be like pitching their closer in like the 5th inning of a blowout game just so he gets like that 1 point for the hold. Like just to like get the cheeky award win.
Dude, we should just make up our own awards based off
the Diamond Digest.
Honestly, you know what? Maybe we do a little homework for the 4 of us for next week's broadcast.
The Diamond Digest Fireman of the Year.
The Sunday night watch party. Let's each come up with an award, like in a system.
Genuinely, we should come up with some like semi-cheap trophy. Try and mail it to the guy that wins. And see
my god, yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Can we give it to like? I'm trying to think like we need like something that like what's the biggest holds merchant
holds
like
the biggest holds merchant award.
The holds merchant award, and so the trophy is just like a like one of those like
the art hands thing.
Yeah, the art hands that's for like
jewelry and gold.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going. That would be so sick.
We do need to make it obscure enough that the winner is some guy that would genuinely be ecstatic to receive the award.
yeah, right. Like I don't even know. Like it's Andrew Chafin if he gets like the most holds. That feels like a guy that would gladly accept some.
Oh, absolutely.
A trophy.
Andrew Chafin doesn't give a damn about Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he does not care.
But would he enjoy a tacky, spray painted, irrelevant, obscure trophy? He might.
He would, but he certainly is not getting anywhere close to the amount of holds he needs on the Detroit Tigers.
Hey, well, Scott, this is why it's our award. How can we help get him there? All right, like what kind of narrative ball?
Scoreless innings while trailing the game award.
I'm sorry, there cannot. I'm not convinced we could come up with a combination of statistics that genuinely makes Andrew Chafin win on a point system.
Scoreless innings while trailing the game.
Having your own merch.
Scoreless innings. If you did scoreless reliever innings while trailing in a baseball game, the top 8 would be Detroit Tigers pitchers.
Yeah, that's how
the first time in my life we've been given one of the best bullpens in all of baseball, and we have the worst offense since integration.
Yeah, okay. I like this idea though. We just gotta find. I'm trying to think of like guys that would like actually be in contention for this award though. It's just got to be guys like. It honestly might be a guy on a losing team though for like holds because like I don't even know what like you need to like. It'd be some dude on like the Marlins probably, right? Like you gotta think about a team that doesn't score a lot that like also, you know what I mean? That like would need an excuse to like use a guy. Maybe like Baltimore. Their bullpen's like weirdly
Baltimore.
good this year.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's I can't even remember his name because he was so terrible for the Pablo Lopez was awful for the Royals.
Pablo Lopez?
Makes me sick. Yes, Pablo Lopez.
The guy on the Orioles. The guy who's like really good for the Orioles now.
Are you talking about Jorge Lopez?
Yeah, Jorge Lopez. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like
got
Pablo
you.
Lopez is a Marlin.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I was like,
Pablo
I did
Lopez
not
is
know
Marlon.
Pablo Lopez stunk on the Royals.
Jorge
That's a-
Lopez is in this
Jorge
game.
Lopez.
He's here.
Yeah, I'm disgusted by it.
He's so good.
Look who's on my TV.
I am
Boo,
disgusted by it.
boo.
That was literally the trade return for Mike Moustakas. Was Jorge
So
Lopez.
it's a lose-lose.
and
Why
Brett-
are you crying?
Can I finish talking?
Oh, the ugliest team player of the year award?
I don't know what that means, but I like it. Everybody, what were we saying?
The return for Mike Moustakas is literally Brett Phillips, who then gets traded to the Rays for pennies and becomes America's favorite player and position pitcher, who's literally employed by the Rays, so the Royals are missing something. And Jorge Lopez, who had like a 6.5 ERA for the Royals in literally any capacity they tried to use him, and then goes to the Orioles and is a shutout reliever with an ERA under 1 who makes the All-Star game.
He's so good this year, man.
So when you say when we're talking about ugliest team player of the year, what are you talking about? Like a guy that is like really ugly but helps his team win a lot of games, or like
Or that guy that eats innings that has an ERA.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
7
yeah,
Because
like-
he the
exactly
mop guy.
the guy that they position player pitch when they're losing 8-0. Like the Cody Clemens for the Tigers would be the example that I'm thinking about.
Does that player
you guys-
from literally any team deserve props? I feel like that's just like the guy who doesn't
Scott,
care
I was talking
his
about like,
dignity.
is it ugly team player in the sense like the guy that just like mops up blowouts? And I'm like, I know he's like the go-to Tigers position player pitching because he.
Well, Harold is the go-to position player pitching. 7th inning stretch.
We will
We're
be
taking a
right
break.
back.
Stretch for 7 innings.
I don't know about that one.
Julio
but-
Electric stuff. Mrs. Met exists?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
This
Did you
is
not
Met-
know that, dude?
This has met Ben's around for like
I-
longer than we've been alive.
I did not. I would assume that Mr. Met
Mr. Met was the OG, and then Mrs. Met came along. I want to say in
You
like
think Mr. Met's a bachelor, man, or was previously?
Whoa! Hey, is this breaking news?
Flying
Or is
around
there-
accusations here.
Is Mrs. Met about to be Ms.
Mr.
Met?
Met?
No, that's what I said previous. That's what I said previously.
I'm
Rumors-
tweeting that right
rumors-
now. Is
rumors
Mr.
that,
Met faithful to Mrs. Met? Is getting
Yo,
heated.
no, make that a poll. I am retweeting it and voting no. By the way,
Okay.
rumors are flying that who's the Reds mascot? What's his name? Because he's a baseball as well.
Oh yeah.
Redleg, is that his name?
What is it?
Is it
don't
Redleg?
know.
Is it something like that? No, Scott. The joke there is that rumored Mrs. Met was spotted on Mr. Redleg's Yellow Weekend. Is the marriage between Mr. and Mrs. Met on Fritz?
It's true.
We're asking the important questions here at Diamond Digest. We're at
These
the
are the super important ones.
Surely not. Surely not. It's cutting back live. Hold on.
My God, he's
Yeah.
hitting.
Is
I
there
don't-
a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse commercial next to a live baseball game? What is happening?
They're trying to advertise for the Dodgers 2020 World Series. Oh wow, we're back here.
Manager of that
Hey,
team.
anybody?
It is.
Well, if you want,
It is
if you,
literally waking up every morning, getting out of bed, coming.
this sounds like
I
a
live in-
self-help book pitch.
and my Christmas tree is like still up, and I'm like, oh wow, that's weird. It's May, and then I like go and there's like just one present under the tree, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like why is there a Christmas present labeled for Scott under the Christmas tree? And I open it, and then it's just a note that says Tony La Russa is still the White Sox manager, and it just makes my day every single day. No matter how
Oh
bad
my
of a
God.
day I'm having, I will always have Tony the Roost System.
Dude, I swear I took this Christmas tree down for every day for the last 2 weeks, and it just keeps popping up.
Hello.
We're back for the next 4 seconds. Dude, the only immediate snack I have was a fudgesicle, and I'm just not giving anybody a run to Photoshop that at this website. I'm just not letting it happen, dude.
This is a piece of cold chicken I made 2 days ago. But it goes.
I mean, that still bangs though. Also, can we talk about it? That clip that we just saw, I say it every time. That is the first time I was ever on air. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's
I don't
the
remember
most
the first time I
beloved
was.
man in the city of St. Louis, Kyle Schwarber. Sellout.
Watch list.
No, dude, yeah. The reason he grounded out is the $30,000 Rolex Pujols bought him was weighing his swing timing down there.
That piece of chicken went incredibly hard considering I haven't eaten anything all day.
Dude, I got a steak burrito waiting to get put in the air fryer. Don't get me wrong, man.
No, I've eaten literally nothing all day. I woke up this morning, decided just to sit in bed for an hour before I had to go to work. Went to work, then immediately went from work to a soccer game night. I play soccer on Tuesday nights. Realized I forgot my bag here before I left for work. So played a soccer game in goal wearing jorts, which I wore to work today.
I mean, how'd you hold it down? How'd you hold it down in the net with the jorts?
I gave up 5 goals, which is well below league average, and we tied 8-8.
So what I'm hearing is
I gave up 4, so I gave up 4.
What I'm hearing is the jorts work.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's the most I've given up in a game this season.
Okay, then never mind.
I gave up 2 our first game and 3 our second game. But see, there goes Jorge Lopez.
Those are some Orioles fans. My goodness, that's a fit.
I can't wait for Rudy to get back.
Is Dusty gonna take
that
him out?
afro.
No way Dusty takes him out right now. Before Rudy gets back, there's no way. There's no way.
Are you serious?
He is.
What?
He is. Rudy
You got
knew.
2/3 of an inning. Why do you only get 2/3 of an inning?
Because they got to get
You got
everybody
3
in the game.
pitches.
We haven't even seen Miles Michaelis pitch yet, by the way. For the
Here's
Nationals.
Gregory Soto. We won't see Michael's pitch at this point. It's going to be relievers from here on out.
I mean, why not? Let him pitch.
Rudy literally missed the entirety of Jorge Lopez.
Who wants to watch the Diamondbacks reliever in the 4th inning, as opposed to the guy that's got a 2.5 ERA and a sub-1 WHIP?
You know what's funny? So
let's
Joe
go.
Mantiply, the Diamondback reliever, the game I went to last week, he came into the game and was just awful. And
That's so
I kept chirping at him. I'm like, and this guy's your all-star?
She is on my bed and she found my big spaghetti plate and she's going through more stuff.
Oh, I want spaghetti. Oh, wow. At the same time. Simultaneously.
Scott, Rudy
Rudy.
managed to duck Jorge Lopez. He came in, got 2 outs immediately, and then Dusty pulled him for Gregory Soto.
Oh, Greg's coming in?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Rudy managed to miss his least favorite American League All-Star by the skin of his teeth.
So who gets
3 pitches. Who gets
Knowing-
Soto?
unbelievable?
As someone that has shares of Gregory Soto in fantasy, I'm looking forward to 4-pitch walk hit by pitch and then 11-pitch strikeout to end the 7th.
Rudy, you missed Jorge Lopez pitch.
Good.
He got 2/3 of an inning, 3 pitches, and then Dusty pulled him.
Goodness.
So
The Tigers' official Twitter account just tweeted, "By God, that's Gregory Soto music."
really,
Yeah, which
I'm gonna retweet that right now.
is not gonna make my night very fun.
Oh no!
Tiger's Twitter account single-handedly ruining your night.
You don't get a royalty for that, Scott?
No, I would make it a lot better than to get harassed for the next 3 hours. But
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Let's see if there's already any tags.
I think it was like
There's
a month
one.
ago that I had the revelation that you were like, no, yeah, people just say terrible things to me on Twitter sometimes, and I'm like, I can't fathom how. I have not once ever seen you tweet something where I'm like, wow, he's being a bit of a dickhead. It's just like, what?
Scott got a tag.
Be nice on
less than a
Twitter
minute
is
after.
Yeah, like
His
be
glove
nice
goes crazy.
on Twitter is the lesson of the day. Right
He's got
there.
like a tiger glove.
Oh,
Ian
Cleats,
Ian
the cleats
Happ.
are phenomenal.
That is a sick.
My
Ian
night's
Happ's
made.
he's about to get sat down on 3 pitches at this rate.
He should probably wear a double flap helmet.
Yeah, maybe. He just knew he was going to come in against a lefty.
We haven't seen David Bednar in the game. Can you guys please change that? Yeah, I'll just call up Dave Roberts real quick.
Yeah, I mean, like we can make a phone call. No promises. What's the bullpen phone number at Dodger Stadium?
I don't know why I said Dave Roberts. He's definitely not there.
I mean, he might be at the game.
That's just because I associate Dodger Stadium with the team, which makes sense.
You know what would have been really funny? All right. You guys have to bear with this joke for it to be funny to think about.
Okay.
If the Cardinals had won the World Series last year and Mike Shildt still got fired, he'd be managing the All-Star game like in a Cardinals jersey, which would have been so funny.
Wait, it's the guy who managed the team in the World Series has to be?
They don't have to be, but that's who gets like asked to be.
They get
always
first.
say yes.
They get first.
They get
shot.
like first dibs. Yeah, that's why it's Snitker
Wow.
and Dusty.
Well, yeah, I knew that, but it's like I didn't put together that guy could then get fired and still be asked to do this.
There it is. There's the 0-2 count to a walk.
Signature.
Ian Happ, baby. Carson, eat it.
Gregory Soto.
Hey. I mean, I think he's a good ball player. I'm not saying he's bad.
I'm not saying he's bad.
I'm not, I'm not saying he stinks.
Granted, they would have immediately been fired, but the Royals social media coordinator missed a golden opportunity to tweet, Benny gets his shot when he got put in the game.
Oh, whoa, that would have been a zinger. That would have been
Electric.
wow.
That was Soto versus Soto, no?
Yep.
Was
This
it?
is- yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Soto versus Soto.
Some are saying the better one got the best result, but I'm not
Wait, so
saying
is
Soto
Are
throws
they-
100.
are they not enforcing the 3-batter minimum for the All-Star game, by the way?
What'd you
they
say,
are not.
Diego?
Soto throws 100.
Oh, yeah. That's like all he does.
I just thought he missed the strike zone. I thought that was his thing.
Well, yeah.
At 100,
Yes,
apparently.
with 100, yeah.
So Gregory Soto and Camilo Doval are one and the same. Missing the strike zone at 100. He walks, guys.
If Homeboy doesn't walk to and give up a 3-run shot, then we live in an altered reality with 100% certainty. That is in the replies to the Tigers tweet, and that is phenomenal.
With 100% certainty.
So I guess we're living in an altered reality, guys. Congrats.
Hell yeah. This one better? Surely it has to be. How many times have you been tagged on Twitter, Scott?
I guess tags. I'm only at like 4 or 5, but
Okay, This is a wild
if you're
comment
going
we
with
just got.
DMs, it's a lot.
These social media managers for MLB teams have nothing better to do. What happens if their player doesn't make it in the game? Do they cry that they flew to LA for nothing? Yeah, I'd be really bummed that I got a trip to LA. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be real upset, man.
No, Rudy, I have to go to the home run derby and the All-Star game.
Man.
Wait, you're paying for it? No, this
Oh,
can't
if
be.
you're
This can't be so Major League Baseball.
if you're working for the A's, then you're probably the one paying for it, not them.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. Bam, clip, bang, bang.
Also, do the social media managers even go?
I doubt it.
No. Someone is, no offense to the Cardinals, actually moderate offense to the Cardinals Twitter person. They are sitting in their apartment in St. Louis tweeting right now.
Yep.
Their social media team reeks. It is awful. And I do not care if this gets clipped and put on the internet. You guys are miserable. Stop acting like you're an insurance company. You're a professional sports team. Have fun on your social media. It is GD effing embarrassing. Ugh.
Some would say bonkers even.
Yes. Specific shout out to a friend back home. It's bonkers Clonson. That's how bad it is. That's ugh.
Shout out Carson's friends back home.
That is that is one person's nickname in I believe our fantasy football chat, and it has been for about 3 years now.
That's electric.
Oh, speaking of electric, best reliever in baseball this year, pitching to the somehow slightly
Jorge
underrated.
Lopez is already out of the game.
No, Ryan Helsley. This is not even biased. This is straight up statistically. He's the best reliever in baseball.
Ty France. Hell yeah.
Yeah, the two guys I like watching play right here. So
shout out Ty France.
that like French art film they put together for him to make the All-Star game was so funny. It's hard for me to catch a retweet on a team post that's not my own, but I retweeted that post and made sure I voted for Ty that day. That was great.
No, Ty France, he wore, because like I said earlier about all the red carpet pictures, he had a little France pin, like lapel pin.
Yeah, nice.
That's incredible.
I feel like Ty France missed an opportunity for a pretty quality custom bat here too.
He did. I was
French
just
flag.
thinking that.
Or a baguette.
Yo, a baguette would go crazy.
Exactly. He could have made it like so ironic and mocking of the French, and it would have gone really hard.
Yeah.
And he just didn't do that. I don't know.
He's ready. He's ready for the World Cup, dude. Just like absolutely dogging out the French any chance he gets. What the is a kilometer? That's what he needs printed on the bat. That would have gone hard.
Players weekend just come back.
What is a kilometer?
Yeah, what is a kilometer on the? Think about like if you hit a bomb, like slow motion replay, just seeing what is a kilometer. Like, ooh, why are we looking at Andy Garcia? Doesn't he
home run
steal
distance
jokes?
in kilometers.
That's like the only thing I know about him. John Hamm.
There you go.
Is that Michael Chiklis?
Maybe.
Let's go.
Oh,
Noted.
I love
Oh,
Jason
Chip Ganassi. There you go. Jason Bateman. All right.
It would be really funny, actually, if Luis Arias came into this game hitting for average as well as he did this year, or as he has been, and then goes 0 for 2.
Yeah, I'd like a strikeout here. That'd be
I
phenomenal.
love Luis Arias. I'm a big fan of like
OOTP legend, Luis Arias.
Yep. Luis Arias and Evan White in OOTP 21.
We're disgusting. Arias hit like 385 every year for no reason.
Yep. And then Evan White you can get him for literally nothing, and he turns into a perennial Gold Glove All-Star.
Though every time I'd get him, he'd do that for the first like 5-6 years, and then when it came time for contract number 2, he would stink. So I'd usually flip.
Yeah, that's what I did. My current OOTP sim, I got Leo. I'm playing as the Angels right now in the sim I have because I wanted to just make it absurdly easy to win the World Series.
Dude, I've done that before. I went like 2011 to 14 Angels. It's a good time.
Yeah. But no, I did the current Angels because they had a lot of payroll. And then, I got Julio for, Chris Rodriguez or something.
Jesus.
And, Joe Adell's never good. In OTP Sims this year.
Dude, I want to go back and
2022.
find that Angels.
That was 103 from Halsey, by the way.
That was 103.
Yeah, it was nuts.
That was just disgusting.
That ball on the ricochet, the ball girl on the whoever it was on the left side of the field. I'm struggling to speak, man.
Yeah, you're right. You got it.
Just him been hit her in the face.
Ooh.
It didn't look bad, but it's it was slowed down enough at that point where it's just But
who is selling at second base? I mean, that was a good hit, but dude, in the words of Major League, none of
Christ.
in the words
smoked.
Oh, that was Cronenworth. Oh.
In the words of Major League, none of this Olay bullshit. Get in front of the ball, son. Oh, what are you doing? Get in front of the ball. He goes down to a knee and sticks the glove out, and then it. Oh, that's terrible.
No.
It's Jake Cronenworth.
All right, Carson, we're going to throw you at second base and have a 108 exit velocity grounder shot right at you and see how you handle it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to pretend to stick my glove out and act like I can make the play. So objectively, it would look better because I would just watch it go right by.
No, I don't think objectively looking better, a no attempt at all versus an attempt is correct. I don't think that's true.
So apparently someone in our chat played ping pong with him in Tampa Bay. Was he good?
Cronenworth's a U of M legend.
Peyton in the chat said white man throws heat. Ryan is Native American, by the way. He is, I believe, a member of the Cherokee Nation.
Yeah, that's why the Braves are the worst organization ever.
Yeah.
That's not
that's also why when he got named an all-star, they're like, it's like at Cherokee Nation. That's why I put it.
Oh yeah, it was super cool.
Because they shouted him out, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that was dope. I thought it was really cool.
Well, because at first it's like, is he Native American? Does he happen to have Native American lineage, or is he rather actively involved? And so when I saw that from the Cherokee Nation, I'm like, that's really cool. It's nice to know that he embraces the culture.
I'd imagine he's probably actively involved if that's being.
That's what I'm saying. That's what made it nice to see. Is that's really cool that he takes a lot of pride in that.
True.
Benintendi, sit down. He's so late on that. Oh my God. How do you do it, kid? How do you do?
Rip Benny.
It's been a tough couple weeks.
I know,
for his stock.
It's the side effects. It must be the side effects of him getting vaccinated. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was going to say not a tough couple weeks for him because he has actively chosen this for himself. But
yeah. Anyone that explains any political opinion, with the exception of one, as I just feel it's a personal decision, there is literally only one example of that's an acceptable answer. And getting vaccinated is not one of them. Oh my God, Ryan. That's disgusting.
It's really tripping me up that you're referring to him by first name.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go with Ryan.
Yeah, I don't call you by first name, so
I know. That's why it's tripping me up.
I remember when I think it was Garrett who came in yesterday, or whenever he called you Ryan. I'm like, that's weird. Didn't like it. This is not Ryan. That's Rudy.
Didn't even register to me.
I met Cronenworth at FanFest. I also saw Emilio Pagan traded to San Diego after being a Ray at FanFest on the same day.
That's
crazy. That's a crazy knowledge drop.
Any Montreal Expos or Seattle Pilots? Well, there's Brewers and Nationals players. So,
player for both teams, actually, I believe.
Yeah, Brewers Brewers technically had multiple guys named All-Stars, but
only Den Williams is there.
Correct.
Yeah, and then the Nats only have one.
Nats didn't deserve anyone else.
I mean, Josh Bell at least deserves to be on a snub list, but
yeah,
that's reasonable. That's actually fair.
He did, like I said. I'll be honest. I think he deserves to be on a snub list. I don't know if he deserves to get named an All-Star, because in my opinion, he's statistically been the fourth best first baseman, in the National League. If in 2022, this year alone, I think it's very fair to say that I would have rather have Paul Goldschmidt. I'd rather have Freddie Freeman. And I think I'd rather have CJ Cron.
CJ Cron's a dog.
Tigers legend.
I mean, the dude just rakes.
Dude hits baseballs professionally.
That's facts.
How many games did he play for the Tigers? Was it single digit?
I thought it was 13.
Well, we only had him for the 2020 shortened season, and he got hurt as well.
Yeah.
He played 13 games for the Detroit Tigers and had almost a 900 OPS.
That's insane, dude.
Sub 200 batting average, 894 OPS. Let's ride.
Tiger's a legend.
9 walks and 4 homers in 13 games.
That's incredible. Man, I love CJ Crone.
8 hits. 4 of them were homers. The other 3 he played 13 games, okay? He had 8 hits. 4 of them were home runs. 3 of them were doubles. He had 8 hits on the year. 1 was a single.
What was his slugging percentage? You said he OPS'd on
Just under 550. He had a 190. His slash line was 190, 346, 548.
Joey Gallo wishes, dude.
Truly.
And then he had a 905 OPS last year in Colorado, and then obviously has a 902 OPS so far this year.
Insane, man. He's so good.
So that's what I mean. Like Josh Bell deserves to be on a snub list, but like in my mind, it was Goldschmidt, Freeman, and Crone.
Crone's a 3-win player at the All-Star break. That's crazy.
That's what
Good
I'm saying.
for him, man.
The dude deserved it. Clay Holmes into the game. This dude's been ridiculous as well.
Throwing some nasty stuff for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Clay Holmes. Bottom 8 already.
Austin Riley has 27 homers.
Dude, his last
really?
like 3 weeks, he's gone ballistic.
Love that for him, honestly.
Further proof that third base in the National League is just an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I feel like considering everything that is objectively true about Austin Riley, he's got to be one of the more underrated players in baseball. Like, is that weird to say?
It's only because his defense, like, this is the first year correct me if I'm wrong, but this is like the first year his defense has been like better than like passable, right?
I don't know. I mean, like, I would say even hitting wise, like, he came up as a very well regarded prospect. He's playing for the reigning champions. He's hitting 27.
You just won a World Series, like.
Yes, I just said he's playing for the reigning
I
champions.
know.
For the reigning champions means in general.
Not necessarily. Right. You can be playing for reigning champions
Diego,
Diego,
reigning champ means he.
But.
Bang.
Oh, bang.
Oh my, relax, both of you.
There's 7th in MVP voting last year.
Right, like, I guess that's about where he
like
should
that.
be, but like, he barely made the All-Star game.
CJ Crone.
Yep, there he is.
Hell yeah. CJ Crone. Look at that guy. That guy's a unit.
Who's gonna get the save who's gonna get the save opportunity for the American League?
I don't know who's left in that bullpen.
It's gonna be somebody, isn't it? Oh my goodness gracious! It's oh goodness, I'm told completely. Jordan Romano from Toronto. Did he make it?
I don't know.
I feel like they might just go with what's his face from the Yankees.
Holmes for 2 innings. They got to get everybody some work.
King.
Oh, is he the only reliever that made it? That's fair then. Never mind.
I'm not familiar with the AL roster. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, neither am I. I mean, I don't put. We go on replay review here. Oh no, he's safe. Way to hustle down the line, kid.
Rise is on third. He's playing third now.
I mean, yeah, he can play third.
Well, he's at third.
Yeah.
Also, Austin Riley's OAA is in the first percentile.
Okay, so I wasn't off with his saying his defense is bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
It is not serviceable this year at all.
10th percentile last year.
Okay.
4th in 2020. And then that's 2019 not enough data, but
yeah, man, that April for Julio was a little tough, but woo baby.
At least he got out of it.
All right,
yeah, maybe you should teach Dominic something.
I think yep.
You're correct.
No, I don't want Scott to be too hard on himself, all right? I think that's where he was taking that train. I didn't want him to
Not hard on me.
hated the way you just said that.
The fan base is
Yeah, that's true.
hard on me because kill the messenger, but
Yeah. Also, Austin Riley's savant pay for anything that's like a lot of his offensive things are just insanely high.
Yes.
I'm like,
you want one of the weirdest savant, or maybe not even savant. Well, a little bit savant. Just like weirdest stat lines of the season. Jonathan Scope's year is absolutely ridiculous.
he's gotten better, hasn't he?
No.
Defensively.
He's literally the best defender on the planet at any position, but he can't.
What's his
have the ball.
DRS? What's his DRS this year?
I want to say it's just under 10, around 10, and then his OAA leads any position by like 6.
He's a 100th percentile OAA.
Yeah, he literally has the best in baseball in any position.
Let me find his DRS.
By like a lot. It's not even like, oh, like he has 22 and somebody else has 21. Like he has like 22 and the next closest has like 15. Like it's not even relatively close.
Nice. DRS is Fangraphs.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't checked in like a month, but like a month ago,
I'm
he was
looking
at, like,
right now.
7.
Give me a minute. I'll update you shortly.
So you have like all that going for him defensively, and he's hitting the ball hard, like when he does hit it. But
The reason
he has a sub 600 OPS. Like it's just everything about him is ridiculous.
I asked is I know that Nolan Arenado is also a 100th percentile OAA. So
Yeah, but Arenado has 13 where Scope has like 19, I think.
right. That's what I mean. Like it's yeah.
Where are you? You can tell I don't use Fangraphs a ton.
Dude, the big thing with Nato is just he's not striking out as much as he used to back in the day. It's been a big change.
Excuse me.
DRS total defensive runs saved.
Dude, so Nolan Arenado is
there's no way that's correct. Hold on. Sorry, keep going.
Nolan Arenado is so pull heavy. Do you know what his so obviously his expected home runs by park, he has 18 on the year. So like obviously it could be played in Pittsburgh or like it'd be 11. He's so pull heavy. If he was a third baseman for the Orioles, he would have 9 home runs on the year. And if he was the third baseman for the Astros, he would have 26. That is absurd.
Yep, that sounds about right.
That's 16. Is that what I'm finding? I feel like that's not high enough.
NATO's at like 12 or 13.
16 for what?
For Scope.
For DRS?
His OAA is higher.
His OAA's, yeah, the DRS is lower than the OAA. It's probably around there. That's probably right. His OAA is in the 20s.
Oh, is it really? I saw 19 last time I saw.
Okay.
Unless it's
Yeah,
gone down, which is, I guess, possible. But like 2
no.
weeks ago, it was literally like 21.
It's 20 right now.
Okay, so it's
my
gone down a little
God,
bit,
dude.
but still.
And Tommy Edmond has 15 his second.
Yeah, having
Attaboy.
20 OAA at the All-Star break is absolutely
Insane.
ridiculous.
And Dansby Swanson has 10. I feel like he was not always that good of a defender.
I mean, he's always been.
Like he was always been good, but he was never like.
Dude,
I don't feel like he was elite before.
all his advanced metrics, he's gonna fall off so bad in the second half. I think it's like his chase rate is way higher than it's ever been career wise. His BABIP is way higher. Like everything that's like a red blinking light indicator that you're going to regress, he's doing it.
Yeah, but I also don't know how the Braves get out of paying him. You know.
They
Correa
don't.
opts out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Correa or Trey Turner.
Yeah, but aside, like,
It's
if you just replace him, if you just let him walk and right, but if you just let him walk and you pay nobody to take shortstop, I don't care what his metrics look like. That's a tough look for the Braves.
dude, they can
they
bring
gave
back
the-
Braves
they
legend
gave the-
Anderson Simmons.
They're giving the last out of the
They
8th. at
mic'd
least to
him up
Hendricks.
again.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who?
Let's grow up and not try to do a throw down to first, okay? Let's let Liam drop some F-bombs on cable television.
Hell yeah. Brian Hayes has an 11 OAA.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
so good, man.
I'd hope so because he's a league average hitter at best.
Let's find out. Look at him. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted.
Well, also though, if you look at the entire OAA like top 10, aside from probably Arenado, they're all league average hitter at best.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah. I mean, no, yeah, you're right. I said Danzy's been good this year, I feel like, but
Like, I have high hopes for Nico, but I don't know that he's
Porter?
really shown. Yeah.
What is Liam and Julio? What are those two doing right now?
They're just having fun, man.
I know it's funny because I think Liam was like screaming at him, but they're both mic'd up, and Julio had to keep saying, "I can already hear you, dude."
Oh.
Like he's like trying to get his attention to be like, "You are yelling in my ear. I got you, man."
Dude,
John
Kyle
Lindsay.
Isbell has 6 OAA. What?
I'm looking at
Like,
I was like looking at the bottom of the leaderboards too.
Who's the worst defender?
Jonathan VR.
You actually you want to be
Cubs
pleasant.
legend.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy actually is Dylan Carlson has actually been like way better in center field this year than right field. And last year he was like way better in right field than he was in center. I cannot explain it. Like we're talking about like last year it was like -1 DRS in center and like 6 DRS in right. And you were like, cool, like you're a right fielder. This year he is like +6 in center and like -4 in right field. And I'm like, you got to pick one or the other, dude. Like figure it out.
You know who's close to the bottom of the OAA leaderboard than I would like to see right now?
MJ Melendez.
Bobby Witt Jr.
That doesn't shock me.
is 1 slot below Pete Alonso.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When the Tigers just played the Royals,
He's booting like
he was like it was insane how if we just hit it to shortstop, it was like an automatic infield single almost. Like it was.
How are there not?
It was
more
pretty
points?
bad at one point.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean,
Christopher Morel is down there in center field too. That's rough.
He's also had to like play a bunch of different spots though, because you guys like Mondesi went down. Like I'm not, he's trying to figure out the hitting. I trust that Witt can put that piece of the puzzle at least together in a way that
he's got the tool. He's got the tools for it. He's just super inconsistent right now.
Absolutely. And like I said, what's more important to me Rudy, I'm sure you would agree. I'd much rather have him deliver on the promise of being a hitter than like deliver on being a defender. You can be a mid defender if you hit as well as he's supposed to hit.
How is MJ Melendez a worse framer than Salvador Perez?
It's funny. Bad. They just replaced him with the younger version, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
No, wrong. MJ Melendez has plate discipline.
How is he worse?
The thing about Bobby Witt Jr. playing shortstop that gets to me is right at the beginning of this season, there's this whole discussion of like, okay, Mondesi's playing shortstop, which a lot of people didn't expect. So who should truly be playing shortstop? And somehow with Mondesi going down and Bobby Witt Jr. being bad at the position, it's still not the guy who led MLB and OAA and won a Gold Glove at shortstop last year, or should have won a Gold Glove at shortstop last year.
Reasonable.
Like, if you're trying to squeeze Nicky Lopez on this roster, put him where he's most valuable.
David Bednar's in this game.
So, yeah. But, I mean, I
surprisingly high whip.
When's your boy coming back there, Rudy?
It's,
Isn't Desi done?
No, we're talking Salvi.
My bad.
I was talking Mondesi.
Oh, really? He tore his ACL. He's out for the year.
He's done.
Oh, okay. I knew that it was bad. I just
Diego, they're paying.
Yeah, no, he literally like was walking back to first and like tweaked something in his knee, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna go out on the 10-day again because he's really good at getting hurt." And surprise, it's a torn ACL.
Man, the The Rudy Mondesi narrative is just. It's one of the most infamous in DD history, and it's just.
It is.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Okay, can I just maybe you guys knew this already? Speaking of players that had to fly commercial, did you know the Nats didn't fly Soto out for this game? Juan Soto flew commercial to this game.
Really?
Yikes.
Man.
So Diego, your theory, he's not getting moved this year. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's a little bit more likely to get traded.
No, I just don't think
the Nats really said, yeah, you could have bought a lot of plane tickets for $440 million. But go off, I guess.
You could have bought the plane, but I guess
You just
not.
got $1 million in the home run derby. You're not getting a return flight either, bud.
Yeah.
all I know here is that the Atlanta Braves and Juan Soto played a game yesterday. The Atlanta Braves arrived 5 hours earlier than Juan Soto did. You know why? Because their team chartered a plane. Juan Soto had to fly on a commercial flight and wait in an airport for 2 hours and got here at 1:30 in the morning to compete for the home run derby.
And then won the home run derby.
That's king shit because he won.
Oh, Class A is getting the ninth, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's the correct
okay.
call. That's the correct call.
He said, and that's something that Major League Baseball did not take care of, and that's something that the Washington Nationals surely did not take care of.
Yep.
He's gone.
Okay, what I just noticed is that the tab, my Baseball Savant tab for this game, typically it says team name versus team name. It just says
Yeah.
All-Stars versus All-Stars. It's kind of
Nice. Wait, I want to look at that. Let me look. It does.
Wow. That is also great job dropping that during the game. While all the teams are still there and everyone got to watch him play in the All-Star game. That's a great call. It's a masterclass by the agent.
Yeah,
Boris
honestly.
put that out there?
That's according to his agent, was that Juan Soto flew commercial. So yeah, that's
Where did you see that? Where did that come from?
that was a Bleacher Report notification, and then I was reading the article.
I don't have my Bleacher Report noties on.
Oh, I totally
Juan
forgot
Soto's
that if
agent Scott
the
Boris.
game is
I'm
tied
sorry.
after 9. It goes to a home run derby.
Oh,
Juan
yeah.
Soto's
Wait,
agent
I'm totally
told
cheering for that.
reporters. This apparently came out. This apparently he told reporters on Monday. This must have been after the Derby.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So we're all rooting for a tie here, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm on, so I was expecting him to be here all night anyway.
We need the home
walk
run
off.
derby.
Rudy,
We
you
need
can't
it.
say it. I also though a walk off would be sick.
The home run derby would be dope, though.
Yeah.
Why is my dad calling me right now?
Shout out, Mike.
You
Talk to
know, amazing.
Answer the
I'm
phone.
not sure any of us can answer that.
I don't have the audio for that Julio interview. Did he really say he grew up watching Mike Trout play in the All-Star game?
I wouldn't be shocked. It's 22.
We are lost.
I'm seeing
dude.
that
We
on
are
Twitter.
Lost. Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
saw that.
Trout's been around for a decade now,
Yeah,
and
makes
Julio's
sense.
what, 20?
21. I was gonna say, to be
So-
fair, I'm younger than Julio, so I'm
A
fine.
decade ago, Mike Trout was runner-up for MVP as a rookie, and that would have been exactly 10 years ago. Which in that
He's
case,
21,
Julio would have been
yeah.
11. So, yeah,
That makes
that
that
makes
checks
sense,
out
dude.
100%. Man.
Trino's bat is weird. It's got like weird lines.
Oh yeah, what? That is. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's just pinstripes. Grow up.
Okay. God.
So Rudy and Scott, I vote we show up next stream wearing a pinstripe shirt with it rocking a double eyebrow slit, and then we might just see Diego's head explode on camera.
Just leave the set immediately.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll put on my Cubs jersey if he can just be.
Cubs
any
spin
pinstripes.
chips are fine.
I
Yankees
agree.
spin chips are never okay.
JD Martinez, I'm sure John Principe in chat right now. That's the dog.
That is the dog. Grow up.
It is. I'm not
You got a
saying he's
problem?
not.
You got issues?
You got a
Are we
problem?
gonna
Let's take this
square
off
up?
camera for a second.
Are we gonna square up?
You got a problem?
over Twitch broadcast right now?
You got a problem?
No, I don't have a single problem with JD
Oh,
Martinez.
all right.
I just thought it was funny.
Sounds like you do.
No, I don't. I just like making fun of John's isms.
His Twitter header is still Comerica Park, by the way. He's coming home eventually.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And when's the last time he logged into Twitter?
He tweets like 3 times a year.
I was gonna say, guaranteed he has not opened Twitter since Trump got banned.
It's actually a
Bang!
decent take. I think I checked it. I checked it. Man, it's got probably a couple months ago. I check it like 3 times a year just to make sure it's still the header.
Just to
Well,
double
now
check.
we gotta know right now, unless you already checked. That's Comerica Park, all right.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. He's coming home eventually.
JD to Detroit.
He has not
All right.
tweeted since November 12th, 2021.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Adds up. Adds up. JT to Detroit. Yeah, trending on Twitter.
All right. Here
We're
we go.
going bottom
Bottom 9.
We are going
Emmanuel.
bottom 9.
Class A.
Against.
I mean, I'd love to just see
Oh, they gave Paul Goldschmidt the bubble guns. Okay.
nice little solo homer here,
Yeah, a little solo action.
just so that we could see the
Just Homer and Derby.
Home run derbies are kind of electric and extras, not gonna lie. That's what the Pioneer League, which is a league up here, the one that unnamed user also works for, is the one that like got the trial for it in extras last season.
Unnamed user deserves some cred for that database thing he did for the Pioneer.
Oh no,
League.
it's pretty sick.
That was crazy impressive.
I saw it and I went and looked up the Boise Hawks, and they are all at the bottom of the leaderboards. They're so bad this year.
Oof.
And they were in the Pioneer League final last year. They came 1 game short of winning it all.
NC Dinos type beat.
Truly.
Man,
Literally went from
who was everybody's KBO team during the pandemic?
the Dinos. That was mine. They won the
Dinos.
title that year, and then they
It was
just
dope, yeah.
stunk the year after.
Yep.
They were terrible.
Yep.
Diego,
What were you gonna say?
what
was
your
KBO team?
What was your KBO team during the pandemic?
I picked the Giants because
Yeah,
of course I did, but now like the only team I keep up with now is the Eagles, the Hanwha Eagles,
Hmm.
because Giants Twitter is obsessed with them because they have Mike Talkman.
got
Oh.
it.
Giants Twitter loves Mike
Scott,
Talkman.
were you a Twins fan? An LG Twins fan?
LG Twins, baby. I remember I made the video of I played for the Twins in Little League, and I went and found my old Twins hat, and I made a video.
yeah.
It was the hashtag the decision about what
Yeah.
team I was gonna root for.
Oh,
Sent
What
it
a time.
to the server. Yeah,
that was
electric,
truly
man.
like, man.
that was peak pandemic, man. Where like nothing was open and we could not go anywhere. We were hot
literally-
miking KBO games at like
at 4:30 in the
4
morning. Yeah.
in the morning Eastern time.
Man.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
Among Us.
literally I would go to bed at midnight, then I'd wake up at 4, and then I'd hot mic until like 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and then I'd go back to bed and wake up at like 11:30 or noon.
Electric stuff, man.
I chose them because their mascot is Swole Daddy, and it's the
Yeah,
incredibly
Swole
jacked
Daddy.
mascot.
Yeah,
and
the
so
Swole Daddy.
when I was looking at teams, I was like, I'm like, that'll do it. I'm like, that'll do it right there.
No,
I
get my
just
decision.
wanted a team with a cool, not even like the mascot itself, but like the, what's it called? Like just Dinos is not a team you would see in American sports. So I was like, yeah, that's sick.
The name,
Like,
team name.
Yeah, the team name.
Specifically,
better.
the word dinos, yeah.
Dino Nuggets.
Dude, shush, I'm hungry. Cut that out.
Carson, you just got to eat the entire stream like I do.
Dude,
Like,
I
he
try.
does.
I mean, there's definitely been some streams where you can see me. Oh yeah, let's just stare at 99 right down the middle. Garrett, this dude so did not deserve to make the All-Star game. Ugh. That's a great glove though by Class A. That is a phenomenal
goes
piece of
crazy.
leather.
All the
Oh, yeah.
there
The
were so
relievers
many
gloves.
cool like gloves that were like of homage to home countries.
Yeah, incredibly hard.
A lot of cool Dominican ones
Yeah.
specifically. Oh, Schwarber's on deck. Garrett will be happy.
Yeah, Garrett Cooper. Stare down 99 in the zone one more time for good
Oh
measure.
my gosh, dude. Yeah, wasn't that bad?
Immaculate inning in the All-Star game win.
Mike
Like,
Up Dylan said he interviewed Dan Straley while he was on the LG Twins and got charged $75 for the call because it was Dan Straley's international number.
That's so funny.
That is phenomenal.
I'm sorry that happened. That's incredibly funny.
That's,
I mean,
that's
if
great
you,
story.
I mean, it's not. I can think of worse ways to like burn $75, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Here we go. Kyle Schwarber.
Dude, that was a wild time. Like, I still am moderately interested in trying to learn Korean just because of the KBO.
no,
Dude,
that's
the
crazy.
fans were crazy. I'm still followed by a couple of the KBO fans on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think
They
I
were
got like
crazy.
yeah,
cool.
there's a couple NC Dino like fan pages that I'm still mutuals with that like. I just see the occasional tweet and then I just translate. And it's like we lost again, and I'm like, damn. I'm like,
damn.
the games aren't carried for me anymore, right? Like, you know, I can't,
Yeah.
I can't, I don't know what to say because I can't watch the ball club to comment. You know what I mean? I can't be like, yeah, you know, the defense just keeps letting us down. Like, I don't know. I have no clue.
You gotta watch some highlights, man.
That's true. That's very true.
Oh my gosh. Now Schwarber's going to stare at 100 down the dick. What are we doing?
I don't. I
Goodness
mean,
gracious.
Immaculate inning in the All-Star game when?
like,
Oh, he's literally 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sick.
That's why I said
They
immaculate inning.
should have flew
What is
him
that?
home.
Was that a double eyebrow slit I saw on Class A?
Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
No!
Oh no!
He cannot. He's gonna blow the save.
I was gonna say, here it comes. Here it comes.
He's gonna blow the save
I'm
right
pretty
now.
sure I did on the right eyebrow.
I
I'm
think
pretty
you're
sure.
right. I think you're right. If that's the case. He's about to blow the save right now.
Oh, U of M legend at the plate. This ball is going 16 rows deep.
Oh, this
Dog.
guy's going out of the stadium.
So I posted the picture of the Contreras brothers on the red carpet on my Instagram story, right?
Incredibly hard photo.
This girl I know from school, Braves fan from Atlanta, she replies to it and goes, "Wait, he has a brother," referring to William.
Oh my god! How
Wow.
the mighty have
Immaculate
fallen.
inning's gone. By the way,
Yeah, that's
he
crazy.
doesn't deserve it.
Dude, okay, listen. So Tommy Edmond could have easily struck out to this guy too, but we're gonna let Garrett Cooper get an at bat in the All-Star game. It makes me.
Or Jake Cronenworth, like either one.
Yeah, well, we watched him just, you know.
That was actually Garrett Cooper's second at bat in the All-Star game. To be clear,
Pretty
That's
sure
so
Goldschmidt. Pretty sure Goldschmidt got one, by the way, just to put that in perspective. And he when he saw 95 down the middle, what did he do? Parked at 440 feet in the bleachers, but
yeah, it
ugh.
went 415, but you know,
Okay, I mean, still an absolute missile. Like that ball was gone off the bat.
Most home runs do end up in the bleachers, so
Unless you're Stanton hitting them into the parking lot. My God,
reasonable.
he has that.
yeah, I do
no,
think it's funny that there were several rounds last night where guys failed to hit just even one, but especially 2 home runs, and that's your ball game.
man.
Class A
Doesn't
strikes out the
deserve it.
side, and the American League wins once again.
I don't think he has the double eyebrow spot. I just think his eyebrows are weird.
No,
Look
I
at
think
look
he's
at
got
look at
double
look at
eyebrows.
Diego
No, I think he's
coping
got a
already.
double eyebrow
The
split.
game,
that
has
is-
been, the game has been over
I haven't
for 10
seen-
seconds, and he's
That is your
already-
9th straight American League victory. The National League still has not won this game since
Oh, it is double
2012.
I cannot fathom rooting for a National League team. This is just embarrassing at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, go
It's
American League.
embarraring to
I'm like
lose to a
Great
guy with a
Shut up,
for
double
American
eyebrow
League
split.
teams, isn't it, Scott?
Yeah,
9th straight.
Yeah, Scott, it's so hard being me for sure.
They should probably
Rudy
just like
only gets half
cancel
of
the.
this.
They should probably just cancel the game at this point. It's just
Yeah,
embarrassing.
for sure. Because the last 3 World Series winners aren't National League teams, but
I didn't realize that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the game that actually matters between these two.
I'm
Oh,
happy
you're
for
talking
everybody.
about not what we're talking about.
I'm happy for everyone but Classe because of the eyebrow slits.
Oh my god! I mean, I respect that you're sticking to your guns on that.
I kind of have to at this
No,
point.
that is
You
clear
definitely
as
do at
day.
this point. Yeah, that's clear as day at double.
No, yeah, I didn't get a good look at it until after I said that, but no, it's absolutely.
Well, that'll do it for your All-Star game.
Fraud
Somehow we
Tony
finished not
Gonzo.
only under 4 hours, but in under 3.5.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
crazy.
I mean, in
Black
terms of
game.
actual game, that was like 3:10 because like that game
Yeah.
did not start till like 7:25.
Yeah.
Bang.
Word.
Phenomenal. All right, well,
Tony Gonsolin getting the
Wonderful.
loss like the loser he is.
Rudy, you want to give him the links, give him the handles, give him the good word?
I took care of it last night. We can
Oh, my bad. My bad. All right,
Yeah,
website is
all good.
Diamond-Digest. Twitter, Diamond_Digest. Instagram, Diamond.Digest. Why? Because the key to going viral on social media is consistency.
You
If
let
you
John
want,
do too much of it.
if you want, if you want good vibes and Giants stuff, go follow Diego. If you want Cubs, Royals, probably some great music takes every once in a while. Maybe a Rudy saxophone
Sax-
video.
Saxophone Rudy
Maybe
when?
our saxophone
Bring it
Rudy
back,
video.
Oh, we're give me a couple weeks.
All right,
All
but
right.
Okay, that
Give me a couple weeks.
live
Maybe
performance on
if he
Sunday Night
gets
Watch
some
Party.
more Twitter followers, he'll post it even faster. If you want,
I will not be at my home for most of that time, so I can't.
gotcha. If you want Cardinals news and the happenings of the Midwest, you can follow myself. And if you want all things Detroit and the happenings of the Midwest, you can follow Scott. I don't know, boys. Go baseball and see you next Sunday.
Go baseball.
Go baseball, yeah.
Always and forever.
word.
We will see you guys next week.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
We're still.
We haven't ended this broadcast yet.
That is immaculate. That is an immaculate clip with no warning to them.
We also haven't ended the broadcast.
We're also
yet.
still live.
Go
Take me
baseball.
home, country roads.